response to the letter written in 1925 by Pope John Pius, or whatever his name is, claiming that they have the right to change Old Testament laws and create new ones, and that Sunday is the official day of worship. You can stand these both get cross-swearing, backbiting, blasphemous, real horrid, sacrilegious, while you follow after her. Devils in the flesh, I can see it in their eyes. My Christ on the cross, spreading holy lies. 666, repping unveiling terrorists, posing to the world as the heir to Judah. Sins on the throne, wearing Catholic songs, and its ministers are born in the center of Rome. How you get these kings crowned when you're not the crown king? Everyone is bowed down just to kiss his crown free. But your baby touching boy, rubbing lovers suffice. How you giving out pardons when Christ paid the price? Why they call you holy father when there's only one the higher? Satan wants to be above, but there is no higher. What already Pope, you a goddamn liar, and you won't have a part in our God's damn fire. Claiming you're vicarious Christ. Making all the fools kiss the prince. Even said kiss the son, yeah, he's the only one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to ruins. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day. Catholicism claiming that they got all the wisdom, but look where all the scandals coming from. It's all
the wisdom. The
law claiming that they got authority to change Sabbath. Now the whole world make it a habit. Obeying masters, deceiving the masses. Upper class or lower class, it don't even matter. Poker placing the son of God as well with a poker face, so it's kind of hard to tell. It's a joke of Satan making you follow the nigga-lations. Joke around your neck, choker, so ain't no room for racing. Mercy drives up, stolen lies up. Full houses on your corner, hoes line up. For the Eucharist, the blasphemy wine cup. Since early 80s, they keeping them crimes up. Hymn bells, but you ain't keeping them chimes up. Your time's up faster than I finish this rhyme up. Claiming you're vicarious Christ. Making all the fools kiss the prince. Cause even said kiss the son, yeah, he's the only one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to ruins. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day. So many people put their hope in the poor. These baby priests need to be from the world. The Gentile could never sit in the Levite seat. To be like sunlight, bronze, and at a midnight peak. Besides, Christ said, never call another man father. The highest his name, so why even bother to go to church on Satan's day, where the people break the law and make kids turn gay.
KW in this Baker's in the building. How you doing, Sister Lane? Got KW in the building. Happy Sabbath. Phone 777. And there go my sister. We just talking about me and my real. We just talking about it more. All about y'all. Missed you last night, sis. I don't understand, but I hope it all praises this. TJ just checking in. We on the panel today.
Claiming you're vicarious Christ. Making all the fools kiss the prince. Cause even said kiss the son, yeah, he's the only one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to ruins. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day. I never fall for the banana in the tailpipe. The Catholic Church and the rest of our whores are all right. Saying all free down when I'll be putting up a fight. Pope Benedict, I'm metrosexual like most Edomites. The chosen seed that the most high join. The same blood that called us home. But we'll still. You're playing with fire in the brimstone. Keep on the cover, your skirts against show. It's so plus and all about the high-grade clothes. Inside the dome, there's nothing of big as stones. Watch the tone, take a turn, you'll be gone so wrong. Until the devil you do a scene game wrong. We on your blocks and betraying your spots. Call the cops with the boots on the Bibles and the nuts. It's never gonna stop up. You fake demonic priest. It's over when the remnant of the children of Israel return to the east. Claiming you're vicarious Christ.
Got Peter Davis in the building. One love, right, y'all. Andy Davis, another faithful sister in the building.
You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer.
Y'all say y'all been in Israel.
About your own family in there. Never be the sun's day. Blasphemy. These Catholics keep on asking me which day it's a Sabbath Sunday or is it Saturday. It's sad to say that your Hail Marys got you off. Tossed to and fro off a doctrine that's false. Trying to carry your cross. Now you lost in the sauce. From the Vatican, we back again, exposing the Satan. The earth was given into the hand of the pagans. The bishop and pope pay homage to their God. The fish God that's in charge. He's nothing but an idol.
switch up.
See, the truth is the truth hurts and truth like you. But so many so-called Christians like being lied to. I know because I too was victim side shoes. So what did I do? I raised my IQ. So I advise you to open up your eyes. Claiming you're vicarious Christ. Making all fools kiss the breast. Cause David said kiss the son. Yeah, he's the holy one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to ruins. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's
That track about 10 years old. Blasphemer, the official video. Blasphemer on YouTube. Prince of Peace of Israel. Prince of Peace of Israel. All one word. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. I got all the brews in the building but one. I got all the brews here. I got the young lions in the building, sector of the Nazarene. 7 is in on the Shabbat day. I got the faithful one.
Yes, sir.
Or the P4 tribes in the building. I got the strong but silent one. Big brother Rob is in the building.
Shalom.
All we missing is the Eddie Murphy brew. I don't think this fan can stand that today, though. One love to my brother Charles, y'all Israel. Of course, I'm your brother T Booker. We back to finish up this 2-part series. And before I get started, I want to say, as always, salute to our brothers and sisters in the faith.
That's right.
And happy Sabbath, Shabbat, Shalom, Shalom to the 12 tribes worldwide. As always, we love y'all. We want y'all to pray for us as we pray for y'all in these last and wicked days. And we pray that the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob surround you with his hedge of protection. That he keep you in all your ways as you go through this walk, that you acknowledge him in all your ways. With that, I'm going to give it to my brother, Wardy P. Going to give you the title of the lesson.
Shalom, family. This is part 2 of As Swift as the Eagles Fly. Israel is given to the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field.
All right, before I be remiss, any of my brews on the panel got anything to say? Any shout outs they want to give to people, whatever? Because I don't want to be remiss in not letting my brothers speak their piece.
I just want to say shout out to everybody on the chat. Shout out to everybody that's been watching, you know what I'm saying, since the channel been up. Long time listener, new time listener.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. You know, let's get it in. That's what I like.
Bro, Rob.
I just want to say to the family, thanks for your continuing support.
Mm-hmm.
And happy Sabbath.
All right. So we're gonna get back into this lesson, y'all, and we're gonna be in some scriptures so much. Hey, all my brews want to come in and put some work in, so that's what we're gonna do. But I want to give a short recap, and with that recap, I'm gonna go back to the PowerPoint. I'm gonna be a little bit better today. Since my brewer gave me some pointers here.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna go back to the hold on, I thought I was gonna do better. No, there we go. So we're going on the again, the title says that swift as the eagle flies. So just a quick recap, we got some characteristics of our enemy. And you know, we got a lot of debates going around on Israel about who Esau is and this, that, and the third. But your enemy is a Confederate enemy. It's an enemy that they are in collusion together. Now, Esau being the son of his master, the son of his father, he is just like him. He's a shapeshifter. Right. And over the years and throughout the century, Esau has managed to infiltrate or to I guess you want to say mingle with all the different nations that have come against Israel. But one of the main characteristics of Esau is, or the enemies of Israel is the eagle. Now, we went through the Africans or the Hamites, how you want to call them, went through the Chaldees. And we didn't touch on a whole lot of stuff, but even Nimrod, who was trying to kill our daddy Abraham, and we just going through the PowerPoint real quick. I'm just clicking on some stuff. Even when you go back to Nimrod, he's always depicted to have eagle's wings on his back. Even when you go to the Chaldeans or the Babylonians, or even any other Hamite nation like Egypt, they depicted as a falcon or an eagle. When you go to Assyria, who took out the 10 tribes, they have some of the same symbolism as you see different beasts with eagle's wings or eagle faces on their thing, on their symbolism and their statue. So we went through some of that as far as designating, and we read over that Ezekiel that when the Chaldees came, it said it was a great winged eagle with long wings with different colors on it. So the different colors of this eagle symbolizing all the different nations that were going to be coming against Israel, whether it be Hamites, Shemites, or even Gentiles. Then we went through some of the personality characteristics. Him being a man of war, a deceitful man, being a man of great fierceness and wrath, even to the color that he was named by the Most High. His name was Esau, and the Lord called him Edom because he was red. Red being the color of anger, red being the color of bloodshed and sin. All that we went over last night. Then you go into the eagle dwelling in high places and clefts of the rocks. We made the analogies with the skyscrapers and the tall buildings, even with the satellites looking down, tracking your every move, setting his nest above the stars. When he landed on the moon, he said the eagle has landed. The satellites, they call them eagle eye. All these things gives you a sense of who you dealing with and what his characteristics are. We even looked at, him living in Petra, in caves, clefts of the rock. That's what they do. That's what they used to. That's how they are. That's their personality. But the book even said that the rocks of Petra are red. Then we went into him mingling with Hamites again and Ishmaelites. He's mingled with all these different nations. And so now we come up to the point where we're at now, gonna deal with another nation that he intermingled with, which was Greece, which came after the Medo-Persian Empire. Now, during the time of King Ahasuerus, which was of the Medes and Persians, the Greeks were about to come up on them. And we have a guy that we're going to try to point out that the book calls him an Agagite. But then he's also got another, he's also associated with another, I guess you want to say, nationality that we're going to read about in these Greeks. So we're going to get started without any further ado. Please do a lesson on baptism. That's your sister.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that to your brother. She want to do a lesson on baptism. She said, "Please do a lesson, Tamisha."
Oh, okay.
All right, we got you. We got you, baby girl. We're gonna take care of that. We'll take care of that, baby. You already did one, didn't you?
Right.
Oh, boy, I already got a lesson on baptism. But I'm gonna send that to her and share it with. I forgot you had did a lesson on baptism. But okay, we got you on that. Be Lou's in the house. What's going on, bro? But anyway, without any further ado, we're gonna continue on with this lesson. And I would admonish anybody who didn't catch part one to go back and check it out. It's very lengthy, but these two parts, I could, like my son, me and him was talking, it really need to be 3 parts. But I ain't gonna take up all that. We're gonna go and try to, strap it in and get done with it. All right. So without any further ado, we go on to First Maccabees. We're dealing with the Greeks now. And we read in history how the history coincided with Esau, the Edomite, either being in Confederate or mingling with the other nation to become one of them to overcome Israel at all times. But we're going to look at this right now. Let's go to First Maccabees. We're going to pick up on something. And we're going to start at First Maccabees 1. Then we're going to read verses 1 through 3. We're going to read verses 1 through 3. Let me get out of this real quick. All right, when you get it, my brother, go ahead and read.
And it happened after Alexander, son of Philip,
Mm-hmm.
the Macedonian.
The who?
The
The
Macedonian,
Macedonian is another name for the Greeks. Go ahead and read.
who came out of the line of Chetam,
Uh-huh.
had smitten Darius, king of Persia and Mede,
Mm-hmm.
that he reigned in his stead,
Mm-hmm.
the first over Greece.
So he was the first king over Greece. Now, a lot of people say Philip, his daddy, was the first king of Greece, but he actually was not. Philip the Macedonian out of Chittim. Now, we read last night, brothers, that when we did the first time Chittim mentioned in the scripture, it said that it was Greece and Rome.
Mm-hmm.
It was used in the plural sense that all the Phoenician island nations, mainly Greece and Rome, when you go look that up in the Strong Concordance, it calls them Chittim in a plural sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead and read.
It made many wars and won many strongholds,
Mm-hmm.
and slew the kings of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations,
You know, many nations.
and so much that the earth was quiet
Mhm.
before him, whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
Okay, so the main things I want to get out of that was that Philip's son Alexander was called a Macedonian which came out of the land of Chittim. All right, so now let's go to the next play. I had them brothers read that because I want to show you something. Let's go to Esther in the 66. Brother, tell me you got enough room.
Yeah,
I moved some of my stuff around. Esther, chapter the 3. Esther the 3. And we're gonna find out something. Because I know last night my brother, he read about the dukes of Edom.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was called Amalek. Am I right, my brother?
That's correct.
Now, we're gonna look at something. Hold on, let me get my concordance pulled up. Before we get there, TJ, let me get my stuff pulled up. Get myself together. 3 and 1. Esther the 3. We're gonna read verses 1 through 2, and then we're gonna skip down and read 8 through 10. But read that first verse. What do it say, brother?
First verse. After these things, the king Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha,
Uh-huh.
the Agagite,
The Agagite.
and advanced him and his seat above all the princes that were with him.
All right, hold up right there. I want to get that word Agagite. He said it was the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and that word is H91. And it says Agagite, outline of biblical use, I will overtop. So these people are always looking to overthrow or overtake a kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Just the name Agagite, which is one of the sons of Amalek, correct?
Right.
Listen what it says. An Agagite, or a descendant of Agag, or the name of an Amalek king.
Mm-hmm.
Is an Amalek king. So this guy's from the lineage of Esau. And they called him an Agagite, right? And his name means to overtake and overthrow. We're finna get a reason why that is.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go back to the Apocrypha. Now, yeah, we're going back to the Apocrypha, to the editions of Esther.
You gonna read
Oh, I'm sorry, read the 8 and 10. I'm sorry, you're right. Read the 8 and 10, because we got to read that. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna read it too.
All right, go ahead.
And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman.
Mm-hmm.
For the king had so commanded concerning him, but Mordecai bowed not.
But Mordecai bowed not. A Jew, go ahead and read.
Nor did reverence him.
Nor did reverence, which ain't none of us will be worshiping no man, especially no Edomite anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we said y'all skinning and grinning up in these folks' face, and they looking to kill you. Go ahead and read, bro.
And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus,
What do you say?
there's a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed.
And who are there certain people scattered abroad and dispersed? Go ahead and read.
Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And their laws are diverse from all people.
Now, if our laws are diverse from all people, that means we should be acting differently than all people. But I see my people acting just like the Gentile.
That's right.
I see my people want to be a part of everything the Gentile want to be a part of. I see my people doing everything that they do. And he said, if it knocked out a person choose none, zero of his ways.
That's right.
Go ahead and read, brother.
Neither keep they the king's law.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, it is not for the king's profit to suffer them.
Now he go this sorry joker trying to throw some salt in the game, trying to put a bad word on Israel like they're going to be doing here shortly. Like they've been doing. They're going to put the target on your back, but continue to read, bro.
If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed.
And look, they're going to put the hit on all y'all pretty soon. They're going to put a law out there. It's okay, like the Christian group of them two heathens that killed the young brother down there in Georgia. The two heathens said they were doing God's work. Did you see that, brother? They said they were doing God's work by killing a man that was jogging. Then another heathen put a video on where he was jogging down that same road with no shirt on, with his hat turned back and toting the TV on his arm, and folks was waving and blowing at him.
So it was God's work to kill one of God's children.
That's what they try to say, because they ignorant of who we are. Or they may not be, they may just hate who we are, like Esau does. Esau hates us.
He said that, hey, they're going to kill you and thinking they're doing it all.
That's right. So they ain't doing a fulfilling prophecy,
That's
man.
fulfilling prophecy.
So like, that's it. The doctrine that the white man come from Japheth. What scriptures prophesied that somebody from anybody, any son from the seed of Japheth was going to have that type of hatred to him.
It ain't. But it ain't but one person who got that hatred from generation to generation.
That's what I'm saying.
See, now I'm gonna say something. I may get in trouble. This video may get kicked off the net, but I'm gonna say it.
Say on, bro.
Cause see, we ain't scared around here.
No, that's right.
See, there's a reason why the people that hate you. Now, and like I said, all heathens ain't bad heathens. I know some good heathens. Don't get me wrong now.
Right.
But the ones that we call rednecks, they go that word red again.
That's right.
There's a reason why we call them peckerwood, because a woodpecker got a red face.
That's right.
See, them the ones you need to be very leery of, because they operating in the spirit of their father Esau.
Yeah.
Red, angry, bloodshed, murderers.
Yeah.
When Esau a murderer,
Yeah.
when he a thief,
Yeah.
a concealer trying to hide his hand, throw a rock and hide his hand. Them are the characteristics you need to be on the lookout for.
Same facial expression as what? An eagle.
The same, always got a scowl on his face.
Yeah.
When them jokers looking at you scowling, that's a child of Esau. See, you ain't got to know. See, like the good heathen that was running down the same road that brother got killed on. His last comment was, "I wonder why ain't nobody saying unto me," and they shot that man. See, you got some good heathens out there, showing that the other heathens are, the evil one.
That's right.
So again, y'all keep skidding and grinning up in these folks' face. Go ahead and continue on, brother.
I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the bidding to bring it into the king's treasury.
That sound like a bounty on these black
Yes,
folks.
sir.
Go ahead.
And the king took his ring from his hand
Mm-hmm.
and gave it unto Haman, the son of Hammedatha.
What?
Agagite, the Jews' enemy.
Say that again.
The Jews' enemy.
This is your enemy, sworn enemy throughout all generations, Israel. What is you doing? Why are you lovey-dovey with these jokes? It's in a book that the Jews' enemy. We read last night that he's gonna have a problem with Jacob. We read in that Pseudepigrapha from generation to generation. His sons and his grandsons were gonna be raised up to persecute your children, Jacob. We read that last night.
Can I add?
Man, add on.
We know Jacob's troubles coming by the hand of Esau. Who did Jacob's first trouble come by?
Esau.
His own brother.
His
His
own
first
brother.
trouble came by Esau, so it ain't gonna be nothing different in our time.
So ain't. You finished that, my brother.
Yeah, we finished that team.
All right, let's go to the next place. Let's go to where we at? Editions of Esther. That's right, Editions of Esther. And we're gonna read.
That's in the Apocrypha.
Yeah, that's in the Apocrypha. Thank you, my brother. I'm sorry, Rob. We're gonna read. Let me go back to this because I want to get to this real quick. We're gonna read. Give them chapter verse while I'm trying to do this, y'all.
16, Additions of Esther, chapter 16, 1 through 6. Then we're going to skip down to verses 10 and read 10 through 20.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it on?
That's on War the People. When you get it, my brother, I'm finna click on something. When you get it, my brother, go ahead and read. Addition to Esther, chapter 16, verse 1.
What did it say?
The great king Xerxes,
Which is the same as Ahasuerus. That's another name for Ahasuerus. But go ahead and read, my
to
brother.
the princes and governors of 107 and 20 provinces,
So we know we talking about the same cat you can read over in Esther, but go ahead and read.
from India unto Ethiopia,
Uh-huh.
and unto all our faithful subjects, greetings.
Mm-hmm.
Many, the more often they are honored with the great bounty of their gracious princes, the more proud they are waxing,
Mm-hmm.
and endeavor to hunt not our own subjects only, but not being able to bear abundance.
So who is he talking about that's doing this? He gonna let you know. Go ahead and read.
Do take in hand to practice also against those that do them good.
So even to the ones that do them good, they take a hand to try to overtake them and kill them. Because they say he was an Agag guy, right? Meaning he want to take over. Even if you try to be, see what he said? Even if you try to be nice to these people, they still gonna try to get you, man.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
But we trying to put you up on bone through the scriptures. Now we read this scripture. Now this is a hazard saying, hey man, even to the one that try to do them good, they try to get a hand on.
Yeah.
But continue to read, my brother.
Verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And take not only thankfulness away from among men,
Go
but
ahead.
also lift up with the glorious words of lewd persons.
Lewd persons. So they lewd now.
Yes, sir.
These some old, what you call nasty, freakish people.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Now all you got to do is look at Hollywood and tell who run Hollywood.
Hey, what you say, bro?
That's all you got to do. See, we give you all this stuff on your enemy, so all you got to do is look around. Continue to read, bro.
They were never good.
Mm-hmm.
They think to escape the justice of Yah,
They ain't gonna escape.
that seeth all things and hateth.
Yes, sir.
Ground bunkers.
Yes, sir. Your underground bunker ain't gonna work.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. He gonna reach down in there and cave that sucker in on top of y'all head. Yes, sir. So you can go to underground bunker and have all your food supplied. He gonna send the worms of the earth to condemn you, and you gonna get done in, Mr. Esau the Edomite. Go ahead and read.
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Oftentimes also first speeches of those that
Uh-huh.
are put in trust to manage their friends' affairs.
Hold up, bro. Read that again.
Yes, sir.
Read that again.
Oftentimes also first speech.
First
of
speech. Oh, like a politician.
Yes, sir.
Like, Mr. Fucci. Or whatever little bean, that little Edomite heath. You know, all them first speeches they try to get up there and make y'all think they looking out for y'all good. You know what I'm saying? Them type folk. Because he said he was a cunning, deceitful hunter, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
He gonna throw the rock and hide his hand. He gonna create a situation. They gonna say, "Oh, I'm here to save you." You created the situation, but now you gonna come try to save me. Go ahead and read, bro.
That are put in trust to manage their friends' affairs.
Uh-huh.
It calls many.
Wait a minute. Hold up. How this? You gonna create a situation, Mr. Gates?
Uh-huh.
But then you think I'm gonna put you in trust and manage my affair to get me out the situation. You created it. You see, they tell me who they are now.
They made plain and simple, bro.
Go ahead and read.
It's caused many that are in authority to be partakers
Uh-huh.
of innocent blood.
Oh, see, you like he tried to get a hazard to kill the Yahudim, the Jews, and that would have been innocent blood he was speaking. Ain't they doing that now?
That's right.
Go ahead and read, my brother.
It has enwrapped them in remediless calamity,
Ain't no fixing that. Go ahead and read.
beguiling with the falsehood of deceit
Mm-hmm.
of their lewd disposition and innocence
Innocency, yeah.
and goodness of princes.
Go ahead, brother.
Skipping down to 10.
Yes, sir.
For Ammon and Macedonia.
Wait a minute. They said Haman was an Agagite. But right here they called him a Macedonian.
Yes, sir.
So evidently, and we're gonna get on down into the history, he was a spy. Because he said they sent him in the midst of it. So Haman was sent not only to do the Jews in, but to learn about who took over after the Persians did. The Greeks, the Macedonians. We read that Alexander was called a Macedonian.
That's right.
In the 66, they called Haman an Agagite, but here they called him a Macedonian.
Michael Parker, we had the edition of Esther in the Apocrypha. And
Yeah, it coming.
We had verse 10.
So,
10.
verse 10 called Haman a Macedonian, the son of a Macedon. Same guy. Now continue to read, my brother.
The son of a Macedon, being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood.
So he wasn't a Persian. They called him an Agagite. It's just like me being an Israelite and being called an American.
Right.
So I'm really an Israelite, but they called me an American. This dude really was an Edomite that they called a Macedonian. So how did he get clicked up with the Macedonian? His son. We're going to read that. Let's go read. Go ahead and keep on reading, bro.
A far distance from our goodness and as a stranger receive of us. Has so far forth attained the favor that we show towards every nation.
Yes, sir.
And that he was called our father and was continually honored of all the next person to the king.
To the next person, so he was right there beside the king. You know, kind of like, Mr. Gates and them did.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They sitting right there beside him, putting bugs in his ear. Huh?
Yeah.
Keep on reading.
12. But he, not bearing his great dignity, went about to deprive us of our kingdom and life.
See, he was sent there to deprive. Now, this is Ahasuerus, the Persian king, saying, man, this dude was sent here to deprive us of our kingdom. So he was a spy.
Yes, sir.
So, like I said last night, now, everybody want to debate who Esau is, but Esau then intermingled and intermarried with all the nations. So how do you know you ain't got a Judas among them?
That's right.
How do you know that joker that looked like one of us ain't really working for the other team?
Come on now.
How do you know that Hamite dude ain't of the lineage of Esau? How do you know that so-called dude you think is a white man really is an Edomite? He didn't intermarry with everybody, the Ishmaelites too. We read all that last night, didn't we? So beware of your surroundings and beware of your company. But he said this dude, man, was raised up second to the kingdom and was really there to take the kingdom away. Continue to read, my brother.
Verse 13. Having by manifold the cunning deceit sought of us, the destruction, as well of Medusius.
There you
saved
go.
our life and continually procured our good.
See, that was really that Mardusius is Mordecai. Mordecai, what I'm trying to say, that's just the Greek name for Mordecai, Mardusius. See, Mordecai saved the king and the king. Go ahead and read.
As also blameless Esther, partaker of our kingdom with their whole nation.
With the whole nation. Go ahead and read.
Verse 14. For by these means he thought, finding us destitute of friends, to translate the kingdom of the Persians.
From what?
To the
Macedonian. He said, man, he thought trying to find us destitute that he was going to take over the kingdom. Once I get these Jews out of the way, then I'm going to get him out of the way, and I'm going to turn this over to my father, the Macedonian. That's what he thought he was going to do. Go ahead and read.
15. But we find that the Jews whom this wicked wretch has delivered to other to destroy, destruction, are no evildoer.
We ain't no evildoer. And we ain't know that brother wasn't doing nothing to y'all running down that street, man. That young brother had the Facebook thing video going on his phone when the police killed him. All he was doing was sitting in the car.
That's it.
By and large, and I ain't saying it every time, by and large, these brothers and sisters getting killed ain't even doing nothing.
Nope.
But these Roman policy officers, Babylonian policy or police officers, always, and like I said, we can do this lesson every day, all day, every week, every month, because there's always going to be somebody in Israel getting slaughtered in the street. Go ahead and read, brother.
But live by most just law, and that they be children of the Most High,
yes, sir,
and most mighty, living Yah, who has ordered the kingdom both unto us and to our progenitors in the most excellent manner.
Continue.
Wherefore ye shall do well not to put in execution the letter sent unto you by Ammon, the son of Amalickiah.
Talking about Haman. Go ahead and read.
For he that was the worker of these things is hanged at the gates of Susa.
Hallelujah.
With all his family. Yah, who rule all things, speedily rendering vengeance
yes,
to him according to his desert.
Yeah, he got his just desserts.
Yes, sir.
And y'all gonna get, and then all the rest of y'all gonna get y'all just desserts. Go ahead and read.
Therefore, you shall publish a copy of this letter in all places, that the Jews may freely live after their own law.
Yes, sir.
And ye shall aim them. But even the same day, being the 13th day of the 12th month, Adar, they may be avenged on them. Who is the time of their affliction shall set upon them.
And see, it's like we read TJ a couple weeks ago in that Pontius Pilate. We read a little bit last night about when Darius sent Zerubbabel them back and told the Edomites to get out of there. Just like this brother had. And all the king knew, y'all better leave them folks alone, man. And don't go in there and mess with their stuff.
They're not going there too.
But the only one who always defied,
right,
Esau, the Edomite.
Yeah.
See, he let you know there's some good heathens out there. Yeah, they may be over you, but the Most High still dealing with them. He was dealing with Zerubbabel, with Darius and all them one. Yep. And they said, like, and look, even Pilate, he said, man, we don't go in their temple. Yeah. His white man, y'all better leave them folks alone. Matter of fact, if y'all going there, we gonna do something to y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He said we punish our own for that.
But guess what? You can always tell Esau, because he gonna be like, hey, I'm doing it anyway. Right. Okay.
They bump that.
Yeah, he gonna bump. Okay. All right. Where we going next, bro?
Let's go to Maccabees.
First, we still in the pocket. We'll go back to First Maccabees. We're gonna get a little more text on this, man. Because we just kept reading that he called them Macedonians, correct?
That's right.
But he really is an Edomite called a Macedonian. And he was sent there secretly to overthrow the government of the Medes and the Persians. See, he everywhere. He slick. He infiltrates your friends, your family, your church, your workplace, your social media, even your government got Esau always lurking around. Esau everywhere. So it don't matter. All you gotta do is look for the characteristics and the actions. Forget the color, man.
That's it.
Because your government, it wear the eagle. Your government wear the eagle pride.
That's right.
We gonna show that. Your government love the eagle. Your government call themselves the eagle. Look, even the Central Intelligence Agency got an eagle and a red hexagram star right in the middle of it. So the one keeping tabs on you is Esau. You see that, don't you? Red Shield, Rothschild, who own all the banks?
That's right.
Don't they own all the banks? The Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
So we getting some clues on this sorry joke. But let's go. First Maccabees, the 5. We're going to First Maccabees 5 is on you, bro. We're gonna read 2 verses. We're gonna read 3 verses, 63 through 65. But look, this is after the Macedonians or the Greeks that took over, right? This is after they took over, and now the Maccabees is in the midst of taking back the land from them and cleansing the temple and all that. But look who they found. Now we read when the Babylonians came in that Esau burnt the temple. We read that them. Right. Now this all the way down to the Greek Empire, and look who they still have to deal with in our land. Read that 63, First Maccabees 5, 63 through 65. What do it say?
Howbeit the man Judas.
Talking about Judas Maccabeus. Go ahead and read.
And his brother were greatly renowned in the sight of all Israel.
Yes, sir.
And all the heathens. And of all the heathens.
Yes, right.
Wheresoever the name was heard of.
And it's going to be that way again. Go ahead and read, brother.
And so much as the people assembled unto them with joyful acclamation.
Yes, sir.
Afterward went Judas forth with his brethren and fought against the children of Esau.
Fought against who?
The children of Esau.
Now we read last night in that history book that about when John Hyrcanus had he went there and fought, and then he started making them keep the law, statutes, commandments, and that's how they became known as Jews. Because he said, look, either you gonna bow or you gonna die. But continue to read.
In the land toward the south.
Which is Hebron. Go ahead and read.
where he smote Hebron and the towns thereof, and pulled down the fortress of it, and burned the towers thereof round about.
So every time Esau moved in, they claimed it for themselves. They did it under the Babylonian captivity. They did it under Medes and Persian captivity. They doing it under Greek. And every time, it's just like when they came over here. Like we said last night, they came and killed the Indians, and then they said, this is my country. We'll give you a little piece of land called a reservation. We'll reserve you something over there, but this ours. Yeah.
That's like a joke come in your house, take all your pictures down and put their pictures up, say this is my house.
Yeah. But when you ain't got no land but all the best weapons and the fat of the earth, you can do that.
So he a man of war.
Yeah.
He said, by your sword shall you live.
Exactly.
So this dude lived by the sword.
Yes,
Off the whip.
So when you see somebody living by the sword all the time, they go another attribute or characteristic of Esau the Edomite. He lived for war. He is a war, what they call a warmonger. Even on the financial side, he always financed both sides of the war.
That's right.
He created the problem like they do. 9/11 created the problem. They terrorists. But y'all killing folks, innocent folks, unarmed folks on the street, but the people over there, they the terrorists. You create the problem, you create the situation, then you come up and say, I got the solution for it. I know you do.
Because you start.
But let's keep going. So now, that was the Greeks, right? Even after the Greeks, we still had to run them jokers back out of our lane. Now, let's go somewhere. I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna get here. Y'all just bear with your brother, man. Y'all know I'm sorry on this thing. I'm gonna get it right. All right, this is what I want right here.
You working with it.
What I'm doing wrong?
No, just click on that and see.
Well, maybe I click on that. There we go. All right, let's deal with Rome now. We really finna get into some history now, y'all. Let's go to the Rome. We're going to this book right here. And again, the name of this book, I need to get out of this first. The name of this book is, let me get this here done. Let me stop sharing and get back on this. Okay. So the name of this book again, TJ, is the Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomites. And again, this book was written in 1858. So this is written by another good heathen named William Beeston. All right, let me pull this up. Yeah. Hey, you know what it is? You ain't got to even guess what this joke was about. Beastin. That's his name, bro. Beast. Let me minimize this. Share screen.
He compared the Gentile nations to beasts.
That's right.
That's right.
All the Gentile nations compared to beasts, bro. And bring this back up.
There you go.
Did I do it right, what?
Yes, sir. That's it, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, TJ, only read what's in the highlights. Now, when you get down here, this is in Greek. I mean, in Latin. I did a little study. I know what it say. But when you get down there, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it out. You understand what I'm saying? And again, we're gonna read pages 2, pages 3, and pages 4 out of this book called The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite.
Yes, sir.
And again, this book was written in 1858.
Right. So none of us was there.
No, I wasn't there. Again, we always let the heathen tell on each other.
That's right.
The heathen, they good for that. They'll tell on each other.
They've been doing it all
Yeah.
month. About this coronavirus.
Yeah, they be telling on each other.
Every election.
But go ahead and read that, TJ, what in the highlight, bro.
The three first beasts, or the empires of the Babylonians, the Persians, the Macedonians.
The who?
The Macedonians.
No, that name keep coming up, don't it,
Yes,
brother?
sir.
Go ahead and read.
Have successively passed away.
The
fourth beast or kingdom of the prophecy stood revealed in the iron dominion of the Romans.
Oh, the who?
Romans.
Now look what this next question about to come up. Go ahead and read, brother.
And the consequent inquiry whence came the Romans.
So somebody asked the question, whence came the Romans? Continue to read.
The people have insisted on replying in the words of the great poet.
Now, that word is the words of the great poet is Alberus Troje, or in the words of the mouth of the Trojans, it says that Genius undum lutam albonic patris atik al mate maroma, mean out of the mouth of the Trojans, they came out of Rome. Mm-hmm. I did the translation. I've been had, you get this book, you're gonna do a lot of translation. Now, this next paragraph, this dude down here, Aeneas, we ain't gonna read about him, but guess what? He was transplanted in Africa from Chile. Another transplant, but we ain't gonna read that. Go to the next part, TJ, that's highlighted.
But this tradition, which
hold on, we on page 3, y'all. Let me get that, TJ. All right, now go ahead.
But this tradition, which commanded the implicit belief of the Romans themselves and was held by them in almost religious reverence, has by the learned of our own times been rejected and discarded.
Right.
And the story of a Trojan colony in Latium, now denounced fabulous, poetical, and destitute of the slightest foundation in historical.
So they trying to deny this, trying to hide themselves, but look what this say.
Still, the critical acumen which has been found powerful to destroy.
See, this truth been found powerful to destroy. He can't get rid of it. Go ahead and read.
Has proved impotent to construct.
That's right.
It has deprived us of the ancient faith, but it does not offer us a better creed. At the present hour, all is confusion and conjecture. And the story of the foundation of Rome and the people from whom the eternal city.
The what kind of city?
Eternal.
Now, this is what the great city that you read about in Revelation. But go ahead and read.
Are admitted to be the very points about which to learn are most ignorant. Unspeakable then most our astonishment be when we perceive that this grand secret was certainly discovered. Continue to read, my brother. And disclosed more than 1,200 years ago.
Wait a minute. How many years? So this is an old thing that came through the annals of time. So if it was a lie, it'd have been changed by now. Because you know how you start, TJ will tell you something in your ear, then you tell somebody about time you get around the table, it ain't the same. Now, only thing, see, the truth don't need no kickstand. The truth stand all by itself.
That's right.
So you got to prop a lie up. But the truth, you don't need to prop it up. So if it lasts at the test of time, it's got to be some relevancy too.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. Continue to read.
That the true answer to the question whence came the Romans.
What did he say?
May have been returned and even registered in writing before the birth of Christ. That the response proceeded neither from Greek nor Roman, but from the despised Jew.
Oh, that's how they got started. Who is the despised Jew? The one that John Hyrcanus said, look, if y'all gonna bow, y'all gonna get y'all head cracked. And we're gonna read how they got up there. They said about a despised Jew. Go ahead and read.
That it has been preserved to us in the Jewish Targum.
Talking about this evil Talmud and stuff, but go ahead and read.
That it exists among the fable and impieties and absurdities and the blasphemies of the Jewish Talmud. And that it may be comprehended in these 20 words. These are the 20 words that I read to you or I quoted to you in Latin. This is what these words say. What did it say, brother? The Romans came from Esau. The Romans came from who? The Romans came from Esau. And what else? Who is Edom. And Italy is the Idumaeans. Rome, the Bosra of the Hebrew prophet. There it is right there. Continue to read, my brother. What's the end of the Romans at? Yeah. The descendants of Esau. The descendants of Esau. Say the Jewish rabbis. Oh, the rabbis. Go ahead and read. Sworn enemies of the. Wait a minute. This isn't a white man or a heathen history book. They are the sworn enemies of Jacob. Now, the Bible telling you that. I guess y'all believe when the white man tell you. You see, I don't believe no when the Most High tell you or one of your brothers look like you tell you. But I guess since the heathen telling you this, you're going to believe it now. Now, we read this. History, script, everybody telling y'all the same thing. Go ahead and read, brother. Even to the end of the world. Even to the end of the world, these just going to be hating y'all. Where at first a small nation. Inhabiting Mount Seir and the adjacent country. That's right. Contiguous to the land of Canaan. They was at the southern borders of Israel, but go ahead and read. They were easily confined within their own limits. so long as the Israelites enjoyed a great and formidable empire in Canaan.
See, as long as we was obeying the laws, we had our kingdom in place, we kept them under control. But every time we got ran out, they rushed right in. Go ahead and read.
But after that, the powerful republic of the 12 tribes had been destroyed by the Assyrians and Babylonians.
Mm-hmm.
They wonderfully increased in numbers and in strength.
Mm-hmm.
Extended their dominion in the west, subjugated Italy, founded Rome.
They did what? They subjugated Italy and founded Rome. And what else, bro?
And the Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And it linked entirely overturned the Jewish state.
That's right.
The second temple being destroyed by Titus Vespasian.
That's good. That's all I want on there. Mm-hmm. The second temple being destroyed by Titus Vespasian in 70 AD. They went from 66 AD to 70 AD, 74 AD, something like that.
Right.
And that's when they came in. But the Romans that came in there were of an Edomite bloodline. Mm-hmm. Now, we finna get the background and the backdrop on that, bro. We finna go to the book of Jasher.
Sister Tannis wanted to know what's the title of that. I guess that book.
The title of that book is called The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite. Let me get out of the share screen. We got the share screen, sis. And we gonna stop share. All right, that's the title. This is what the books look like. It's called The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite, written by a good heathen named William Beeston. He told on his own people. All right. All right, now we're going to the book of Jasher. And we're gonna start in chapter 57, my brother.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna read 1 through 12. Jasher the 57. We're gonna read about a joker that we read about last night. You read in that Genesis 36 that Zepho was one of the descendants of Esau, right? Mm-hmm. That makes him an Edomite, correct?
Right.
Now we just read that the Romans are Edomites. We finna see how that came to be. Mm-hmm. Go to Jasher the 57. We're gonna read a little bit in Jasher, y'all. We're gonna read in chapter 57, chapter 60, 61 through 62. Then we're gonna skip over. We can't read it all. You go back and read on your own. Then we're gonna be reading Jasher 64 too. Then we're gonna go to the letters of Pontius Pilate. Then we're gonna go back to that book Esau Edom and gonna bring it all home. Then we're gonna start looking at when all this confederacy gonna be getting broke down. But Jasher the 57. And I want to thank my brothers for coming in, putting in his work with me. Jasher the 57. And we're gonna read verses 1 through 12, brother Wardy.
Yes, sir.
When you get it, go ahead and read. Don't wait on me. I'll get there.
Jasher 57, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And it was after this that the son of Esau waged war with the sons of Jacob.
The sons of Esau waged war. Now, this was when all the patriarchs was down in Egypt, Steve. Mm-hmm. All Jacob and the 12 boys. This joke always fighting us, man. He was fighting us back in Molden days and all the way up and still. Now, this back when our forefathers was in Egypt, living in Egypt. And this joke was trying to fight us, Steve. But go ahead and read, my brother.
And the sons of Esau fought with the son of Jacob in Hebron.
Mm-hmm. And back in Hebron again. Go ahead and read.
And Esau was still lying dead and not buried.
So, he got his head whacked. Esau got his head chopped off. They end up burying his head in one spot and his body in another spot. Mm-hmm. All praise to the Most High Yah.
Yes, sir.
That's prophetic. You gonna get your head whacked off, man. Messing with the seed of Israel. Go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the battle was very heavy between them.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And the battle was heavy between them. And the son of Esau was smitten before the sons of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
And the son of Jacob slew the sons of Esau 80 men.
Mm-hmm.
And not one died of the people of the sons of Jacob.
All praise.
And the hands of Jacob prevailed over all the people of the sons of Esau. And he took Zepho.
He took who?
Zepho.
Uh-huh.
The son of Eliphaz.
We read about Eliphaz too, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and read.
The son of Esau.
So this Esau's grandson, Zepho, go ahead.
And 50 of his men captive.
Mm-hmm.
And he bound them with chains of iron.
Mm-hmm.
And gave them into the hand of his servant to bring them to Egypt.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And it came to pass when the son of Jacob had taken Zepho and his people captive, All those that remained were greatly afraid of their lives for the house of Esau, lest they should also be taken captive.
That's right.
And they all fled with Eliphaz, the son of Esau, and his people.
That's right.
With Esau's body. And they went on their road to Mount Seir.
Now, see, so Esau's oldest son, Eliphaz, he done seen his daddy get his head chopped off and his son taken captive. So he fought it hot. But go ahead and read.
Verse
4.
And they came into Mount Seir, and they buried Esau in Seir. But they had not brought his head with them to Seir, for it was buried in that place where the battle had been in Hebron.
That's right.
And it came to pass when the son of Esau had fled from before the sons of Jacob, and the sons of Jacob pursued them into the borders of Seir.
Yeah.
But they did not slay a single man from amongst them when they pursued them. For Esau's body, which they carried with them, excited their confusion. So they fled, and the sons of Jacob turned back from them and came up to the place where their brethren were in Hebron.
See, you always get your just desserts. So he chopped off Nimrod's head, as we read last night. Now he done got his head chopped off. And the head of the wicked gonna always be severed from the body. See, you kill the head, the body gonna die. That's what my drill instructor used to tell us all the time when I was in the Marine Corps. Kill the head, the body gonna die. When you cut the head off the snake, the rest of them gonna flee. They're gonna be left powerless when you chop the head off the snake. That's right. But go ahead and read.
And they remained there on that day, and on the next day until they rest from the battle. And it came to pass on the third day, they assembled all the sons of Seir, the Horites. These are Hamites that they intermingle with. We read that last night too, but go ahead and read. And they assembled all the children of the east, and a multitude of people like the sand of the sea.
Yeah.
And they went and came down to Egypt to fight with Joseph and his brethren, in order to deliver their brother. And Joseph and all the sons of Jacob heard that the son of Esau and the children of the east had come up them to battle in order to deliver their brother.
See, they did the same thing when they were fighting against the children of Israel in the wilderness. They always got to go get other folks to go help them when they dealing with Jacob. That's why you see when the police roll up on you, about 15 of them to one dude. And then once they get you on the ground, they all start jumping and kicking and beating the back of your head. They motive ain't never changed. They MO ain't never changed. It's gonna take 15 of them to get you on the ground so they can monkey stomp. Same thing. It ain't changed. Go ahead and read.
Verse 8. And Joseph and his brethren and the strong men of Egypt went forth and fought in the city of Ramses. And Joseph and his brethren dealt out a tremendous blow.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
The sons of Esau and the children of the east.
That's right.
And they slew of them 600,000 men.
Woo!
And they slew amongst them all the mighty men of the children of Seir, the Horite. There were only a few of them left, and they slew also a great many of the children of the east and of the children of Esau. Right. And Eliphaz, the son of Esau, and the children of the east all fled before Joseph and his brother. See, that's another thing. They see that. Y'all see this sitting up right here? They don't like to see it. No, sir. If you get too many Israelites, just like when they roll up on you on that corner, they don't want to see a whole bunch of Israelites on the corner standing together. No, sir. That scare them, man. It's unity. You know what I'm saying? They see a bunch of us together, man. That's what the most frightening thing to an Edomite in the world is, to see a bunch of young strong brothers together. Man, they don't want to see that. No, that's why they try to keep us fractured and arguing over game colors and this, that, and the third. They try everything they can to fracture the union and the brotherhood, so they keep us separate. We 15 of us can take one. Right. But if it's more than two, we're gonna need 30 of them. We're gonna need 30 of us against they two. That's right.
They know the prophecy that one should chase.
That's right. That's right. They know that.
That's why one skirt them.
They want to do divide and conquer.
Now you go look at the thing that happened up there in Michigan. You got other Gentile heathen with face masks and AR-15 strapped on their side, yelling at them jokers, and they ain't doing nothing. But a brother running down the street unarmed by himself, I would be free for my life.
On the government building.
You understand?
With long guns.
They on there on a government building with long guns, shouting and cussing at the police, and they just standing there. But a brother running down the street, oh, I was in fear for my life. You see the game, don't you? You see the MO don't change, don't you?
The former Lakers basketball player Shannon Brown
got
arrested for strangers walking up in his house. He shot the rifle at them.
Now he go to jail.
He in jail.
They in my house trying to rob me. I shoot them, but I go to jail. But he can stand in your face with loaded AR-15, calling you all kind of names, don't nothing happen to him. Come on, man. Y'all see the game. Y'all see the game. Israel, the hit is on. It ain't never not been on.
So I'm praying that the Most High turn them on each other.
There you go.
That's what I want to see.
Like the days of old.
I ain't bump all that. Where y'all want to throw down?
Yeah. So we can step back and look. Only with thine eyes will I behold thee. Huh?
We had read scripture earlier where they was talking about the contract they had to hit on.
The bounty was out. And it's a bounty. Man, don't you think what do you think that what you call GoFundMe after them jokes go to jail and they shoot an unarmed Israelite, a sister, you know what I'm saying? Then they go get a gun, GoFundMe. Man, he just getting paid off what it was already promised. That's all it was. That was already promised before the hit came down.
And you know what? All those people who providing for that foolishness, they get it too.
You in collusion.
Yeah.
You in collusion.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Good point, though, bro.
That's right.
Go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 10. And Joseph and his brother pursued them until they came unto Sukkot.
Yeah.
And they yet slew of them in Sukkot 30 men.
30 men.
And the rest escaped and fled each to his city.
Yeah.
And Joseph and his brother and the mighty men of Egypt turned back from them with joy and cheerfulness.
And I'm going to be joyful and cheerful when this happens.
That's right.
I'm going to be laughing and giggling. We're going to see who's going to be slapping 5D.
That's right.
Go ahead and read.
For they had spent all their enemies.
Yeah.
Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, and his men were still slaves
to
the sons of Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Their pain increased.
And they pain increased. Look, put that pain on them, bro. I mean, go there and rub my feet, partner, and clip my toenail. You better shut up and hurry up.
That's right.
You know, get that curl away between that toe jam away between that big toe and that little toe. I need to get that. I'm gonna increase your pain. You understand? Where we at, bro?
Let's go to Jasher 60.
We in Jasher 60, bro Rob.
All right.
We're gonna read verses 1 through 12. Just getting some more context on who this Roman is. Jasher 60. We're gonna read verses 1 through 12, my brother. When you get it, go ahead and read.
And when the year came round, being the 72nd year from the Israelites going down to Egypt, after the death of Joseph, Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, the son of Esau.
The son of who?
Son of Esau. Fled from Egypt. He and his men, and they went away.
And that Zepho, we ain't had time to read it all after Joseph's death, but Zepho, he didn't escape from up under the hand of the Israelites, and he done ran. But look where he ran to. Check this out. Go ahead and read verse 2.
And he came to Africa.
He came to who?
He came to Africa,
which was really a part of Edom, but we finna prove that. Go ahead and read.
Which is
in Dinhabah.
Dinhabah.
Now Dinhabah is an Edomite city, man. Dinhabah was a city of Edomite, and what do you call Aeneas was the king over. Now I ain't had the brother reading in an Edomite book that Aeneas was an Edomite as well. But Dinhabah is an Edomite city. Continue to read, brother.
To Agnes, king of Africa.
Now, guess what? When you go and look this dude up, man, he was the son of a Chittim king or a Cyprus king. This dude right here, son, and his daddy name was Beor. And guess what? When you go over there and read about Balak, the son of Beor, you find out that he was Edomite too. So all these jokers related. That's why Zepho ran his butt over there to him. But he called him an African king, but he really an Edomite. We're going to read a little bit of that. Go ahead and read.
Received them with great honor.
He received Zepho them with great honor and did what?
And he made Zepho the captain of his host. And Zepho found favor in the sight of Angus and in the sight of his people.
Yeah.
And Zepho was captain of the host of Angus, king of Africa, for many days.
For many days.
And Zepho enticed Angus, king of Africa, to collect all his army to go and fight with the Egyptians and with the sons of Jacob, and to avenge of them the cause of his brother. And Angus would not listen to Zepho to do this thing.
Ain't want no fool. He knew what. Man, look, you go back and read about our ancestors. Them 12 boys and that daddy. Something serious, man. You go back and read that sometime, but go ahead and read.
For Angus knew the strength of the sons of
Yes,
Jacob.
sir, man. Them boys, man, them jokers jumping over walls, killing bears, man. You see, they killed 6,000 men. 600,000, man. Them boys wasn't nothing you playing with, man. You better leave the folks alone. And we read last night in that Jubilee, man, Esau told us, man, y'all better leave the boys alone.
Yeah.
Before he lost his mind and went stupid again, he said, man, don't go there, man. You're going to get smitten before the Lord. See, that's why they come to you in bunches.
They got to.
Man, they know, man, when Israel get to throwing them hands, there's problems in the land. Somebody can get their head cracked wide open when Israel get to throwing. But go ahead and read.
And what they had done to his army.
See?
And there was warfare with the children of Esau.
That's right, bro. Go ahead and read.
And Zepho was in those days very great in the sight of Angus.
Yeah.
And in the sight of all his people. And he continually enticed them to make war against Egypt. But they would not. And it came to pass in those days, there was the land of Chittim, a man.
Who?
In the land of Chittim.
See, now he going back to where they other forefathers at, but go ahead and read.
In the city of
Puzima,
whose name was Uzzah, and he became degenerately defined by the children of Chittim. And the man died and had no son.
He had no son, but what?
Only one daughter whose name was Jaina. And in the damsel was exceedingly beautiful comely.
She real beautiful girl.
And intelligent.
And she was smart.
There was none seen like unto her for beauty and wisdom throughout the land. And the people of Angus, king of Africa, saw her, and they came and praised her unto him. And Angus sent to the children of Chittim, and he requested to take her unto himself for a wife.
So these dudes came back and said, man, they got a tenderoni up there, man. This chick so bad, bro. You need to see her, king. So the king said, man, bring her on down here. Let me see what she's working with. Go ahead and read.
And the people of Chittim consented to give her unto him for a wife.
Right.
And when the messenger of Angus were going forth from the land of Chittim to take the journey, behold, the messenger of Taurus, king of Benitnu came into Chittim, for Taurus, king of Benitnu, also sent his messengers to request Jaina for him.
So he wanted the gal, but go ahead and read.
To take unto himself for a wife.
I wanted to.
Yeah, he joke. Hey, see, now these kinfolk fighting over the same girl now. Go ahead and read.
Like they do today.
Yeah, like they do today.
For all his men had also praised her to him.
See, everybody talking about this chick, man. Man, you need to snatch her up. Then her daddy dead. You get her, man. That's a royal bloodline. See, that's the thing. They want that bloodline too now. Yes, but go ahead and read.
Therefore, he sent all his servants unto her. And the servants of Turnus came to Chittim and they asked for Jaina to be taken unto Turnus, their king, for a wife.
What else, brother?
And the people of Chittim said unto them, we cannot give her because Angus, king of Africa, desired her to take her into him for a wife before you came, and that we should give her unto him. And now, therefore, we cannot do this thing to deprive Angus of the damsel in order to give her unto Turnus.
So, and long story short, it's a battle over this chick, but Turnus, he ended up dying anyway. But let's go into chapter 61. Now, a lot of our patriarchs is starting to die off. A lot of our patriarchs, I'm talking about the 12 boys, you know what I'm saying? They starting to die off. Joseph in the past. Now a lot of the patriarchs in the past. But something happens in the meantime, between time. Let's go to Jasher to 61. We're going to read 1 through 7, then skip down to 12. Look what it say.
And it came to pass that at the time Pharaoh, king of Egypt, commanded all his people to make for him a strong palace in Egypt. Mm-hmm. He also commanded the sons of Jacob to assist the Egyptians in the building. And the Egyptians made a beautiful and elegant palace for a royal habitation. Mm-hmm. He dwelt therein and renewed his government, and he reigned securely. Right. And Zebulun, the son of Jacob, died in that year. That is the 72nd year of the going down of the Israelites to Egypt.
So Israel been in Egypt just 72 years by then. See, go ahead and read.
And Zebulun died 114 years old and was put in a coffin and given into the hands of his children. Right.
Continue to read.
And in the 75th year died his brother Simeon. He was 120 years old at his death. He was also put in the coffin and given to the hands of his children.
Right.
Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, the son of Esau, captain of the host of Angus, king Dinahaba.
Yep.
Was still daily enticing Angus to
prepare. Now years and went by, this joker was still trying to get this joker to go kill the children of Israel, man. He still, man, let's go get them niggas, man. Man, when you gonna let me go get them? Let's go get them, man. They died off anyway. The strong was dying off. Let's go get them. Continue to read.
To prepare for battle to fight with the sons of Jacob in Egypt. And Angeas was unwilling to do this thing, for his servants had related to him all the might of the sons of Jacob.
Yes, sir.
What they had done unto them in the battle with the children of Esau.
Go ahead and read.
And Zepho was in those days daily enticing Angeas to fight with the sons of Jacob in those days. And after some time, Angeas hearkened to the words of Zepho.
Yeah, he kept worrying him to death. Go ahead and read.
And consented to him to fight with the sons of Jacob in Egypt. Angeas got all his people in order, and a people numerous as the sand, as the sand which is upon the sea. He formed his resolution to go to Egypt to battle.
Hey, do this for me. Read verse 9 before you skip down to 12. Look what he say.
And Angeas said unto Balaam, conjure for us, I pray thee, with the witchcraft.
With the what?
The witchcraft. That we may know who will prevail in this battle to which we are now.
So let me explain something to y'all, Israel. They got military might. They got economic might. They got y'all fooled with their spiritual false doctrines. But they even got witches, even to this day, in the music studio casting spells over songs. They got witches casting spells over that weave y'all like to stick in y'all head on top of y'all head. See, they try to kill you on every front. Spiritually, physically, financially, socially, economically. Esau is trying to take you out. So even to this day, they got witches in the music industry, on TV, in the Hollywood industry.
So they going today. So we looking at a king
that
has a witch, somebody into the dark arts working for him in his government.
That's right. And you got a king in this country.
Right.
All these presidents had witches and astrologers on their staff.
Yes, your president of the United States, his inauguration, that is a ritual.
That's a ritual. That's right. I forgot all about that.
Bohemian Grove, all your presidents got to go down the ballot that
aisle. Sure do.
That same aisle that's on the back of your dollar.
Sure is, bro. So, but y'all love the United Snakes of America.
Yeah.
Y'all pledge allegiance to the flag. Y'all go to war for this country that don't give a damn about none of you. So see, here's the thing y'all understand. I ain't mean to cut y'all, bro. But these incantations, they doing it even now to this day.
Yeah. The form of kill. You look up the word, it means
witchcraft. But again, you ain't got your eyes open. You being set on fire every side, and you consider it not. They set their heart on your iniquity.
That's crazy.
They set their mind on how they gonna trap you up physically, spiritually, socioeconomic. Man, they trying to every which way to take you out the frame. Cunning Hunter. He's sitting back, he think, okay, how can I get them there? What else can I do? I've been trying to kill these niggas for centuries, and they still multiplying. And they still trying to kill. COVID-19. Yeah. First it was a Chinese disease. Now all of a sudden, there's more black people dying from it. Yeah. See, all the time trying to get you. Then so much so that the blacks is over in China getting their head cracked by the Chinese, because now the Chinese that they started out with saying y'all gave it to them.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Witchcraft, man. Mind control, agents, witchcraft.
Yeah. So we conspiracy theory.
Yeah, man. You call me what you want. We reading book.
That's right.
And we reading this scripture.
This man got a witch on his council board.
Yes, sir. Just like all your presidents had one. Mm-hmm. Am I lying, brothers? Mm-hmm. Go do your research. You think I'm lying?
It ain't too hard to find.
So ain't.
Bro, in damn Vatican.
Mm-hmm. That funny looking. Well, let me be quiet. Read, skip down verse 12, bro. What did he say?
And when Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, saw that Angeus despaired of going forth to battle with the Egyptians, Zepho fled from Angeus from Africa and went and came unto Chittim.
And he came into Chittim. Read 13 for me. I'm gonna add that in there.
And all the people of Chittim received him with great honor.
And did what?
And they hired him to fight their battles all the days. Zepho became exceedingly rich in those days. The troops of the king of Africa still spread themselves in those days. The children of Chittim assembled and went to Mount Capetizia on account of the troops and Angeus, king of Africa.
And why?
Who were advancing.
So now these two brothers or kinfolk finna start bumping heads. But see, Zepho went to dude and he rose him up. He didn't went to Chittim and they didn't rose him up. And he became very great and rich. Now we finna get something now. We getting somewhere. We doing this because we trying to get somewhere. Yes, now let's go to Jasher the 62 and read just 2 verses there. Who on this? Bro Warren? Yeah. We're going to 62 and we're going to read 23 and 25, my brother.
All right.
62, 23, and 25. Look what it say. What it say?
And it came to pass at the time that Judah, the son of Jacob, died.
Another one our patriarch just cashed out. Go ahead and read.
In the 86th year of Jacob going down to Egypt. And Judah was 129 years old at his death.
Go ahead.
And they had bound him and put him into a coffin. And he was given into the hands of his children.
Go ahead and read.
And in the 89th year died Naphtali.
Yeah.
He was 132 years old. And he was put into a coffin and given to the hands of his children.
What does verse 25 say, my brother?
And it came to pass in the 91st year of the Israelites going down to Egypt, that is in the 13th year of the reign of Zepho.
The reign of who? So Zepho is a king now. In the reign of Zepho, he is the king of Chittim, which is Greece and Rome. Go ahead and read.
The reign of Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, the son of Esau, over the children of Shittim.
And who?
And the children of Africa came upon the children of Shittim
to do what?
To plunder them as usual.
Now go ahead and read.
But they had not come up. But they had not come upon them for these 13 years.
All right. Now let's go to Jasher the 64 and read a few scripts there. We're gonna read 7 through because when you go on down in there, they said that he was attacking Rome. Or Chittim was known in Rome, right? So now, whence came to Rome? In the book we read in the history book said they came from Esau. Yeah. So now, when Angus go to attack Chittim, it said these are the wars of Rome. So now we getting somewhere now. Now let's go to 64, man. Yeah. Let's go to 64 and read 7 through 16. Okay. Now, it's funny to me that these wars are called the wars of Rome and Africa, or Rome and Egypt. That's what these wars are called. Now, Zepho was the king over Rome or Chittim. So now we know how Esau got into Greece and Rome. Because Haman was called a Macedonian, but he was an Agagite, one of the sons of Esau. That's right. So now we see how these jokers starting to not only intermarry, intermingle, but then they go on places and conquering and becoming rich like they always do, and then being made ruler over people. Yeah. See, now you see how they doing.
Yeah. I ain't got no land, but I got these weapons.
I got these weapons. I know how to fight. I know how to kill them, Joe. I'm gonna take what you got.
Yeah. That's it.
You understand what I'm saying?
From here.
There you go. We at 64, bro, and we're gonna read 7 through 16. When you get it, go ahead and read.
At that time, when Zepho had returned from the war,
Mm-hmm.
and when Zepho had seen how he prevailed over all the people of Africa,
Mm-hmm.
and had smitten them in the battle at the edge of the sword.
You hear that with the edge of the sword? He said, by your sword shall you lead.
Then Zepho advised with the children of Chittim to go to Egypt to fight with the sons of Jacob and with Pharaoh, king of Egypt. For Zepho heard that the mighty men of Egypt were dead, and that Joseph and his brethren, the sons of Jacob, were dead.
See, he said, man, all them jokers dead. I can go get them now.
And that all their children, the children of Israel, remained in Egypt. And Zepho considered to go and fight against them all in all Egypt to avenge the cause of his brethren, the children of Esau.
So we read last night that the children of Esau want to kill Jacob. Now you still reading, even on down to here, they still got a hate in their heart for Jacob. And they ain't never forgot this thing. Don't think, oh, well, man, that was 1,000 years ago. And man, ain't nobody, man, you better look around and see what's going on with your people.
Yes, sir.
You better look around, man, and look at the condition and how your people are always being manipulated by some unseen force.
That's right.
You better look around and understand this is being orchestrated, with precision against Jacob.
That's right.
And they always in trying to entice another country or another ruler to do the same thing to you. They always going against, we read last night several times, and we read today. So they always trying to get everybody else to be in league with them.
Yeah, and it's just on automatic now.
Yeah.
The Grecian kingdom and the Roman kingdom, just like the kingdom you in.
Come on,
now,
bro.
Which is an extension of Rome.
Which is, we gonna read it.
They got the who been more influential than the Roman and the American Empire.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. But hey, you see the sign, that great eagle always around.
Yeah.
You see that hexagram that we showed last night over that eagle's head.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You see it all the time.
Yep.
Who is the military arm of this revived Roman Empire?
America.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 military bases all over
everywhere,
all over the world.
Yeah. They called them. They used to set up these little squadrons all around. Yeah. They doing the same thing they used to do when Rome used to do.
Yeah.
Continue to read, my brother. What verse you at?
I'm on verse 9.
Go ahead.
Whom Joseph with his brethren and all Egypt had smitten in the land of Canaan when they went up to bury Jacob in Hebron.
Go ahead, brother.
And Zepho sent messenger to Haddon, son of Badad, king of Edom.
Also, now he going back to his kinfolk. Look, man, the patriarch's dead. I got Rome. I'm coming down from the north. You get him from the south. That's what he doing. Go ahead and read.
And to all his brethren, the children of Esau.
Oh, we just made it clear then.
Yes, sir.
Zepho, all his brethren of the children of Esau. So whence did come the Romans? Did the book lie? I told you the heathen tell them themselves. All you got to do is piece the puzzle together. Go ahead and read.
Saying, did you not say that you would not fight against the king of Africa, for he is a member of your covenant?
Go ahead, brother.
Behold, I fought with him and smote him and all his people.
See, he said, man, I killed dude, but he won't roll with it. Go ahead and read.
Now, therefore, I have resolved to fight against Egypt and the children of Jacob, who are there. And I will be revenged of them for what Joseph, his brother and ancestor, did to us in the land of Canaan when they went up to bury their father in Hebron.
Go ahead, brother.
Now then, if you are willing to come to me to assist me in fighting against them in Egypt, then shall we avenge the cause of our brother.
Go ahead, brother.
And the children of Esau hearkened to the words of Zepho, and the children of Esau gathered themselves together, a very great people, and they went to assist Zepho and the children of Chittim in battle.
In battle, bro.
And Zepho sent to all the children of the east and to all the children of Ishmael with words like unto this. Oh,
so now they trying to get the Ishmaelites in the Bible. Now you go read that Psalms 83. The first two on the hit list is Edom and Ishmael. So here we go again. Now we know they didn't intermarry with the Nabateans, who are Ishmaelites.
Mm-hmm.
So you still got some of that seed running around in them too. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read.
And they gathered themselves to come to the assistance of Zepho and the children of Chittim
Go ahead.
The war upon Egypt. And all these kings, the king of Edom and the children of the east, and all the children of Ishmael, and Zepho, the king of Chittim, went forth and arrayed all the hosts in Hebron. Arrayed in Hebron. So you got all these kings and all these nations coming up against one nation of people. Wow. As it is today. Like me and my brother always say, we ain't got a seat at the table. Now they up there making decisions at the United Nations. You know, they making a decision at the World Health Organization. But ain't nobody up there got it. You ain't got no voice in those assemblies, in those councils. We don't have a voice in there. But they making decisions for us. And you can best believe those decisions that being made ain't gonna be for your benefit. You can best take that check to the bank in cash because it's good. Wow. You can take that check to the bank in cash. Because they ain't making nothing for your benefit. But you see how Esau rolled. Look, let's get something, man. I want to look at something. We're going to this book right here, The Letters of Pontius Pilate. Let me get this off of here. I can show the people this. We're going to this book right here, The Letters of Pontius Pilate. Is that right, TJ? Yep. And we're going to read pages 86 and 87. Let me get it pulled up before you start reading so I can share it with the people. We go here. Then we're going to go here. Now, what happened? Click here? No, I'm going back. This one here? Okay. All right. All praise. All right. Now we're going to the Letters of Pontius Pilate, TJ, and we're going to read pages 86, man, and 87. I got to pull it up on the share screen for the people at home. Let me see if I got myself together, brother. Is that right? I got that right, TJ?
Page 86.
Hold on, let me look, make sure I got this right, bro. I may have did something. Well, really, it's just page 87 because I just really want to get the images and see. Well, it starts at the bottom right there where it says the. Okay, I guess. All right, so really, it started at the bottom, that one word on that one page, but they can see the rest of it. But go ahead and read. Look what it say.
The tiresome, treacherous Jews making a direct attack upon Caesar's images and the standards of the leaders after I had so far respected their scruples.
Right.
As to send the troops in under cover of the dark.
Go ahead.
What would our patriotic Roman mob say to that story? Why I should be a hero for a day and have the Syrian legions placed at my disposal.
Go ahead and read.
But do not fear when Jerusalem hears that the talk of John is to be arrested.
And what?
And seize the Roman eagle.
The Roman what?
Eagle.
See, a lot of one dude gonna tell me, man, the eagle ain't got nothing to do with Rome. I can't tell. Now, that Roman eagle is called an aquila. And they got that from, guess what? These stargazers, these astrologers. Because that aquila is a constellation in the heavens that's shaped like an eagle. So once again, when you see that eagle, you seeing Rome, you seeing eagle. Does it make sense to y'all?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and finish it out, bro.
When they see seize the Roman eagles in this midst, it would think twice before openly resisting. Caiaphas will be shocked at my imprudence, but it is time they understood that they are a part of the Roman state.
That you are part of the what?
Roman state. So
when you see that eagle, you hear me? That means you are part of the Roman state.
Influence. Just talking about
that's right. So you back to being part of the Roman state when you see that eagle. So when you see the eagle, my brothers and sisters, when you see that eagle, just know you part of Rome. So whenever you see that eagle, let me get this back on the screen. Let me get this on the screen. Where am I doing wrong? This is over here. Oh, there we go. So when you see that eagle, just know you part wrong. Did you finish that, TJ?
No,
go ahead and finish it out.
And I have given Marcius his orders. I am sending you some Syrian pottery. I hope your slaves are more careful than mine.
Oh, that's all I wanted on that. That's all I wanted on that. Now, I brought this PowerPoint back up, and the title of this PowerPoint is America /Edom / Babylon the Great. Now, if you look down in the corner on this PowerPoint, brothers and sisters, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eagles on there. And each one of them represents a nation. You got America in the top left-hand corner. You got Russia's got a double-headed eagle, Marxist nation. You got Nazi Germany, again, got the Aquila on it. Rome's got the Aquila on it. And guess who has the other double-headed eagle? The Vatican, which is located where? It's located in Rome, correct. Then you got the eagle that represents Edom in that stone right here on this thing right here. So I brought this back up because, again, Rome, the Aquila. So whenever you see the eagle, you see your enemy. Whenever you see the Aquila, that is a wicked and domineering and warlike people. So whenever you see that, understand who you're dealing with. Now, let me get out of this, and we can finna go back to Esau, Edom, which I don't have brother, a book that anybody can read off. So I'm gonna have to read that, okay? And we finna move to the next thing. We're gonna reread pages 9 through 14, Brother Woody. If you can see it on yours, can you see it on yours yet? You want to blow it up, or I can just read it if you can't read it, bro. Now, this part that we're going to be reading in this book, this dude in Esau Edom, he got most of his information from that other book I told y'all about, the 13th tribe, written by Arthur Koestler. Now, he finna run what's going on a little bit past the Roman Empire after the fall of the Roman Empire, okay? What we finna read about this right here, because a lot of people still don't believe us, but we finna bring it on home. Can you read that? You need me to read. You can't read that? Can you blow it up? So we're gonna start. We read this last. We stopped there last night. We're gonna read from here, then go over all the way down. Okay. You got you? Yeah. And if you can't see it, just let me know.
Okay, I see it here.
Okay.
See the original of the Jews.
The origins of the Jews. Yeah, the origins of the Jews. Go ahead and read, my brother.
The Jews of today fall within two main types. What's that?
Sephardic.
And the Ashkenazi Jews.
So Ashkenazi, that's German anyway. So they ain't no blacks came from Ashkenaz. You understand what I'm saying? That's a son of what's his name? You know what I'm trying to call it? Japhet. Yeah. But go ahead and read.
The Sephardim.
The Sephardic.
Excuse me. The Sephardim are also known as Spanish Jews.
Spanish what?
Spanish Jews.
Okay, I don't know no brothers originated in Spain, but keep on reading.
And constitute about 5% of the Jews in the world.
But what else?
The Ashkenazim are the East European Jews.
Eastern European Jews. Now these are the Jews or the Edomites that came up out of Israel after the fall of Rome. You understand what I'm saying? And look where they fled to. They fled to all other parts of Europe, which again, the word Chittim means the islands of Phoenician islands, which is all the European islands. By these were the isles of the Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? But now you got these Edomites or Idumeans that came up out of there because of the Nabateans or the Israelites persecuting them. Now they done fled into all other parts of Europe. Now then in 1948, they came back with their garbage Balfour Declaration and got them back in there. And that's why you see Esau and Ishmael fighting over your land to this day, but continue to read.
Which were found in Poland, Russia, Germany, and Western Asia.
Now look what it say.
This group of Jews make up 90% of the so-called Jews in the world.
Now, this a heathen telling on themselves. Go ahead and read.
Many references and historical sources have unequivocally identified that the book. I don't need to move.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to read with you. Go ahead.
Go ahead and read it because you see it over.
Okay. Many of the references and historical sources have unequivocally, meaning ain't no denying this, identified that the book of the Ashkenazi Jews were derived from a people known as Khazars or Chazars. Okay, in some texts. The original Jewish encyclopedia of 1905 revealed that the main stock of the Jews came from this Asiatic people known as Khazars or Chazars. Khazars, a people of Turkish origin whose life and history are interwoven with the very beginning of history of the Jews in Russia. Historically, evidence points to the region of the Urals as the home of the Khazar, and that's in the Jewish. That came out of the Jewish Encyclopedias, Volume 5 and Volume 4. Okay, now we're gonna keep going on down. It says the Khazars were a nomadic people who had no traces of Hebraic culture. They have been following a pagan, sex-oriented religion. That's why you got them booty bandits up there in the Vatican. They follow a sex-oriented religion until they had officially embraced Judaism in 740 AD, while rejecting Christianity and Mohammedanism. Reason why they rejected, because, like I said, the Israelites was on their butt, and they said either you're going to do this or you're going to do that, and they chose Judaism as a way to get away from Mohammed. What's his name? Mohammedanism. What do you want to call it? The Jewish author and historian Arthur Koestler also concludes that the majority of East European Jews, and hence the world of Jewry, is of Khazar and not of Semitic origin. That's you got these sorry jokers around here today. In the beginning of his book, he states the large majority of surviving Jews in the world is of Eastern European, and thus perhaps mainly of Khazar origin. If so, this would mean that their ancestors came not from Jordan, but from the Volga, not from Canaan, but from the Caucasus. Of course. And that genetically they are more closely related to Han and Igor and Magyar tribes more than the tribes than the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now this is a heathen.
So they come from the Caucasus.
Caucasus.
Why they call them Caucasians?
Come on now.
That's
Come on
where
now.
they come from.
And they used to living in caves anyway, living in caves in Sierra.
That's why they like the cold all the time. It's cold in the cave.
Koestler then devotes the remainder of his 255-page book. And anybody that want that book, I got it on PDF. I send it to you.
Yeah, I got it too. I can see. Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? To prove this premise. For instance, a record of a letter by the Khazar king showed that he traced his people to Noah's son Japheth, not Shem, which that's skewed because again, it's an intermix and a mongrel. Exactly. It's an intermix and a mongrel seed anyway. And we probably gonna, you know what? We need to pull that back up, Ward, before I go any further to prove our point. Pull that back up, TJ, or one of y'all brothers. Y'all pull that back up and go to Jeremiah 25. We're going to go back to Jeremiah 25 real quick.
Jeremiah 25.
Yeah, and start at verse 18, read 18 through 21. Whoever get it, go ahead and read, because I want to show you that even though these heathens telling on each other, a lot of their stuff is skewed. That's why you got to use the scripture to get it right. 18 through 21. Look what it say. Somebody read.
To wit, Jerusalem and the city of Judah, and the kings thereof, and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation and astonishment, and a hissing and a curse, as it is this day.
Go ahead.
Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants and his princes.
Go ahead.
All his people.
And what else?
And all the mingled
people. Now, we read that last night. That mingled people is 86154, means a mongrel, which when you read the definition, this is what it say again: a dog of no definable type or breed. You can't tell who Esau is because he done intermingle with everybody.
So basically a mutt.
A mutt. He is a mongrel. He is a dog of no definable type of breed. Any animal resulting from crossbreeding from different types.
Get him, bro. He a mutt.
That's what. So right there, he a little skewed, but he telling the truth. But he just skewed on his information. But go ahead and read. That's all I wanted on that, bro. I ain't got to read nothing else. We back on the Esau Edom, and I'm gonna say where did I leave off at? Okay, we right here. The Khazar government was destroyed by the Slavs of Russia in 1016 AD. Around 1200 AD, the land was invaded by the hordes of Genghis Khan. These two events caused large numbers of Khazars to migrate to Poland and Western Russia, forming the cradle of Western Jewry. There is an abundance of ancient places names in the Ukraine and Poland which derive from Khazar or Zid Jew. As Khazars left their homeland of Khazaria and migrated north and west, they lost their name and became known as Jews. Their Yiddish language and alphabet is not that of the Israelites' Phoenician Greek style, but is an amalgamation. Here go this mongrel stuff again. It is a what you call it, a gumbo? Yeah. Amalgamation is like a gumbo. Right. Throw everything in there. Right. It's an amalgamation of Aramaic, medieval German, Slavic, and Russian dialects. The best historic evidence, therefore, shows that the Jews are not descended directly from the Israelites of the Bible, but derive much of their ancestry from Khazars and other people of Turkish Asiatic blood. The Khazars are also of Edomite stock, and both stocks make up the present day Jew. And historian H.G. Wells states, here go another heathen telling on him. Here go another heathen telling on him. It says, as H.G. Wells states, the Idumeans or Edomites were made Jews, and a Turkish people, the Khazars, were mainly Jews in South Russia. The main part of Jewry was never in Judea and had never come out of Judea. According to the Jewish Encyclopedia, the original stock of the Khazars came from the land of Edom. Now, this book, this fact right here we read. We read about 15 heathens and told on each other. Now, how you gonna dispute this? And it said he was a mongrel seed, didn't he? Yeah. He was a mingled people, didn't he? Yeah. So this joker all over the place. He shapeshifted just like his daddy the devil. So once again, you better keep your head on the swivel. Continue. I'm going on. Hadassi, I ain't gonna read that part. I'm going down. The Seir Mountains are none other than the original land of Esau Edom. Thus Esau in Mount Seir, Esau is Edom, according to Genesis 36 and 8. Seir was a mountain range south of the Dead Sea, was also known as the land of Edom. Their Seir Mountains were the home of the Edomites for nearly a millennium. These jokers love living in caves over 1,000 years, man. Yes, they cave dwellers. Oh, the down that dwellers in the clefts of the rock.
When you think about the ones that's running the world today, you don't never see them, the Rothschild. You don't never see them. Where their house is. Nobody knows.
Man, they love, you know what? They build them skyscrapers. Yeah. They love living up high where they can look down in the penthouse.
Yeah. Rockefeller.
Yeah, where they at?
Where they at?
You don't see them. Rothschild, where they at?
Where they at? Bilderberg.
Where they at?
Bloodline, when they like on the job, when they call a meeting, they want to stand up front.
They want you to see it.
Look up.
Yeah. They can't help it. That's who they are.
they tell off on themselves, don't they? They want to be high. Yeah, they want to be high. Like the Pharisees, they was in cahoots with Herod, and they said they desired the high seats at the feast. Yeah. Huh? All right, let me keep going. It said, thus it should be no surprise that the migrants from that land would recall the name of their original homeland. If the Khazars did originally dwell near the Seir Mountain, then the Khazars and thus the world Jewry are racially of Edomite stock. But how and when did the Edomites get to Khazaria? There is evidence in the 6th century BC, some of the Edomites fled their homeland of Seir and migrated north. After the fall of Jerusalem in 586 BC, the Edomites began to press northward, and that's according to Ezekiel 36:5. The extent of the ultimate destination of this northward trek is not found in history, but it's likely that it brought some Edomites to the region of Khazar. The Edomites were also cast out of Palestine and dispersed in different directions in 70 AD when the Romans sacked Jerusalem. Many thousands of people are known to have migrated northward as Asia Minor and around the Black Sea region. We almost through with this history, but I got to give you all this. Yeah. When dealing with the people of a mixed racial heritage, it becomes a real quandary to ascertain their origin. So that's what I'm saying. These jokers are mixed up and mingled with so many people, man. Don't nobody really know but the ones who are the deep seed of Esau. They keep that quiet amongst themselves. Right. He said, but when you're dealing with a people of a mixed heritage, it becomes a real quandary or problem to ascertain their origin. The Jews of the day are such a people. In fact, the Jews themselves assert they are mongrels because of the original mixed ancestry of the Jews and of their subsequent history of intermixture with every people among whom they have lived and continue to live. So that's what I'm saying. They mix it and mingle with everybody. That's why we read that Jeremiah 25 said they are mongrel people. The anthropologist, Professor Carlton Kuhn, I wonder who that is, has also demonstrated the admixture of the different Jewish types with other races. He explains that while the Jews cannot be classed as a race of people per se, they are an ethnic group. The Jews form an ethnic group that, like all ethnic groups, they have their own racial elements distributed in their own proportions. Like all or most ethnic groups, they have their look. I mean, I ain't gonna get into it. I almost say something, but I don't know nobody think I'm racist, so I'm gonna keep on just reading.
Can't be racist.
Well, you right. But I will hate. I'm gonna say hate about it. A part of their own cultural heritage that both preserves and expresses their cultural solidarity. They have developed a special racial subtype. That with that Mongol nation again, a special pattern of facial and bodily expressions. When we talk the racial mixtures that brought about the Jews of the day, we must highlight the events surrounding the Babylonian captivity of Judah, the remainder of the Judah nation, which includes some of the tribes of Benjamin, Simeon, Levi, and Simeon, was taken captive by Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. But at the same time, Edom was also put under Babylon, rule causing some of the Edomites to be brought to Babylon, according to Jeremiah 27, 2-7. When the Persians overthrew Babylon, King Cyrus issued a decree allowing the Judites to return to their land to rebuild their temple, according to Ezra. However, only about 50,000 returned to Palestine. Some of them apparently had departed with their kinsmen, and it's almost over with, to Europe. All right. However, many of the Judites and Benjamites preferred to remain in Babylon, becoming a part of the indigenous population. Those remaining had intermarried with Babylonians and Edomites that were in the land and adopted their religion and law, the Babylonian Talmud, which became the foundation for Judaism. The Talmud come out of Babylon. These then became the Babylonian Jews. Then many of the people of the land became Jews, according to Esther 8:17. Although they are called Jews, a term which derived from the word Judah, these people are not true Judites, but became a mixed, hybridized people consisting of Edomites, Hittites, Canaanites, Judaites, Babylonians, Ishmaelites, Huns, Khazars, etc. When they migrated to other lands throughout the centuries, they retained their Jew or Judite identity, but brought with them the religion of Babylon. That's why Edom, we read Edom was called in Psalm 137 and in Zechariah 2, the daughter of Babylon, is what Edom is known as. All right, so now let's get back to the scriptures. Now we through with that. I had to read you that so make sure that, hey, man, we ain't just talking off the top of our head. Stop sharing that. Are we back? Now let's go to where we at, man?
Isaiah 14.
I'm alone, got my pages mixed up. Isaiah the what?
14. 12, 6.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, go. Who's turning? All right, Isaiah the 14. Let me get that, brother. Isaiah the 14. Now we finna see how this confederacy is about to be brought down to the ground. Because you see how they didn't intermix, always moved in our land. Every time we got ran out of our land, they didn't intermix with all the different races. You didn't see the symbolism and all that. Now we finna get into what the Most High y'all got to say about their situation. Isaiah the 14, bro. Isaiah the 14, and we're going to read verses 12 through 16. What do it say?
Art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning.
Son of the morning.
How thou cut down to the ground,
right,
which didst weaken the nation.
Go ahead.
For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven.
The same thing we read about Esau and Obadiah. So who leading him? Who guide him in this thing? Go ahead and read.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Yah.
Oh, we saw that in that symbolism with that eagle with them stars above his head. Same thing like his daddy. Go ahead and read.
I will sit also upon the mount of congregation in the sides
of the north. Yeah.
I will ascend above the heights of the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
I will be like the Most High.
I will be like the Most High. Like I ain't gonna be, but he gonna try to be like the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? See, he know he can't attain to that.
That's right.
But they out there, they got space stations out there in the cloud. They try to get a space army together. I'm gonna be like the Most High. The eagle had landed on the moon. All that guys. Bro, you might well sit down somewhere.
Yes,
but go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
You're gonna be brought down to hell.
To the sides of the pit.
To the sides of the pit.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
And they gonna say what?
And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Is this the dude? This the one that been causing all the trouble?
And did the shake's kingdom.
And
did shake kingdom.
Yes, sir. Did you read verse 16? Yeah, that's all I want on that. So we just showing you right there that this joke is just like Satan the devil whom he served. Now let's get into a little bit of this confederacy. We're gonna see how this confederacy gonna end. Let's go to Daniel the 2. Let's go to Daniel the 2, man. Daniel the 2, and we're gonna read verses 31 through 45. We're gonna look at this great image. All right. When you get it, TJ, you're gonna read verses 31 through 45. All right. When you get it, go ahead and read.
Thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image.
Yeah.
This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. The image's head was of fine gold.
Yeah.
His breast, his arms of silver. His belly, his thighs of brass.
Yeah.
His legs of iron. His feet part of iron and part of clay.
Yeah.
Thou sawest till a stone was cut out without hands.
And that stone is cut out without hands. You shoot. Go ahead and read.
Which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and of clay, break them into pieces.
Yeah.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces.
Yes, sir.
Became like the chaff of the summer threshing.
Yes, sir. Gonna get blown away. Go ahead.
And the wind carried them away. That no place was found for them.
And see, Esau, it ain't gonna be no place found for you, partner. Your whole world gonna come crumbling down when Yeshua make his return.
Yes, sir.
Our uncrowned king coming in, he gonna come and crack the head of the wicked. Continue to read.
And the stone which smote the image became a great mountain.
See, that mountain represented the government. And it's ain't gonna fill the whole earth. If you ain't getting it, see, this gonna be the real new world order, partner. Y'all trying, but it ain't gonna work. Go ahead and read.
And filled the whole earth. This is the dream, and we will tell the
interpretation thereof. What's the interpretation thereof, bro?
Thou, O king, art a king of kings.
A king, not the king, not king of king. You just one of the kings of the king. Go ahead and read.
For the God of heaven have given thee a kingdom.
So God gave you this kingdom. Go ahead, Yahweh. Go ahead.
Power and strength and glory.
Yeah.
And whatsoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of heaven.
Yes, sir.
Have he given it to thy hand.
Mm-hmm.
And made thee ruler over them all.
Mm-hmm.
Thou art this head of gold.
Y'all art this head of gold. Continue to read.
And after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee.
The Medo-Persian kingdom. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And another third kingdom of brass.
Yeah, you know who that is? That's Grecian.
Which shall bear rule over all the earth.
Yeah. I mean, I'm called Greek. I'm called. Go ahead.
And the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron.
We got to the Roman kingdom. Go ahead.
For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
Yes, sir.
Whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron.
Mm-hmm.
The kingdom shall be divided.
Mm-hmm.
There shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay.
Yeah.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron,
part
of clay.
So this kingdom, this last kingdom, the revived Roman Empire, it ain't gonna be as strong as pure iron. It's gonna be mixed with iron and clay. So you're gonna have some people that still gonna hold that doctrine and still gonna hold that strong will of Esau that's gonna live by itself. Then you're gonna have some of these jokes gonna be kind of flaky, man. And that's what's gonna happen, when those 10 toes get a power to the beast. You understand what I'm saying? But go ahead and read. We're gonna get it in clarity. Go ahead.
So the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
See, he's gonna be some flaky jokers off in that kingdom. Everybody ain't gonna be ready to jump that bad like Esau gonna be ready to jump bad. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and read.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna mingle again.
Roman kingdom.
See the Roman kingdom. Yeah. See how he always do. See how Esau do, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna be mingled with the seed of men.
Yeah.
He keep telling you about this joke, man. All y'all got to do is keep y'all eyes open, man. Keep your ears open and be praying to the Most High and observe what's going on around you, man. You'll find that sorry joker. Go ahead and read.
We'll read that part again.
Yes, sir.
They shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
See, that's how Esau did, didn't he? Didn't he mingle with everybody?
That's right.
Go ahead and read.
Here go another dagger.
Yes, sir.
But they shall not cleave to one another.
Oh, so that's why it's gonna be partly strong and partly weak, because some of them jokers ain't gonna be down all the way down with how he trying to do. Yeah. Go ahead and read, bro.
Even as iron is not mixed with clay.
See, iron can't mix with clay. You ever try to put Play-Doh on something that was metal and didn't stick? Yeah. That's how that's gonna be. They gonna roll. They gonna be in agreement with them verbally on it, but they ain't gonna roll all the way to the end with it. Go ahead. No, they ain't gonna be 10 toes down. They gonna get them 10 toes chopped off. Go ahead and read. Where you at, TJ? Read it.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom.
Now, pay attention. He said, in the days of these kings, when that revived Roman Empire come back, he said, look up, because your redemption draw nigh. This is when Yeshua coming back. Continue to read.
Which shall never be destroyed.
No, sir.
The kingdom shall not be left to other people. But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms.
Yes, sir.
And it shall stand forever.
Read that 45, bro.
For as much as thou sawest that stone was cut out of the mountain without hand, that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold. The great God have made known to the king what
yes, sir.
The dream is certain.
This dream is what?
Certain.
Hey, man, this thing gonna happen, partner. Yes, you can take this check to the bank and cash, because it's good. Go ahead.
And the interpretation thereof is
sure. And the interpretation thereof is sure. So don't get it twisted, Esau. You know what you got coming, partner. But hey, we ain't done. We ain't done. Go to Daniel the 7. Go on Daniel 7. You done wreaked havoc for far too long, partner. And you still with that Willie Bobo, man. But guess what? It's gonna be a stone that's not cut out with hand gonna come put an end to all this. Right. He said, man, that's a done deal. He said, this is certain. And hey, it's sure. All praise to the Most High. Daniel 7, read that 1 through 8, my brother.
Daniel 7, verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and vision of his head upon his bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matter.
Yes, sir.
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night,
Mm-hmm.
and behold, the four winds of heaven strode upon the great sea.
Right.
And the four great beasts came up from the sea,
Mm-hmm.
diverse one from another.
Yeah.
The first one like a lion,
Mm-hmm.
and had eagle's wings.
Mm-hmm.
I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked.
To the wings thereof plucked.
Yes, sir.
That go that first one had the eagle wing mixed like with the eagle. Go ahead.
And it lifted up from the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and made stand upon the feet as a man.
Yeah.
And a man's heart was given to it.
Mm-hmm.
And behold another beast.
Behold another beast.
A second like to a bear.
Yeah.
And it raised up itself on one side.
And what?
And it had 3 ribs in the mouth.
Man, he killed this purge, Medo purge, was killing a whole lot of flesh. A whole lot of men. He had ribs in his mouth. And Joe would eat. See, you gotta understand something. This Edomite and these Gentile kingdoms, man, they devour flesh. They kill many people.
Mm-hmm.
They kill you all kind of ways, like we say, it's socioeconomic, the whole nine. They devour much flesh. They are likened unto beasts.
That's right. Yeah.
They are likened unto beasts, man, that kill.
Yeah.
Eagle is a bird of prey. It eats flesh. A lion with eagle wings. He gonna come up on you so fast, he gonna devour much flesh.
Right.
A bear with the ribs in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
A 4-headed leopard with wings of an eagle. Another kingdom, you really can't even describe it, but we seen that the Aquila was representing another eagle.
Right.
That's right.
And that second edge.
That's second.
Yeah.
That's next.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, we finna get to it.
Yeah.
It's coming. See, you can't get around these scripts, Esau. You can't, and all you Gentiles that's in league with him, I beg you one more time. You better get away from around it.
Mm-hmm.
You better get away from around this sorry joke. And you better start treating the children of Israel with some damn respect. Because if you don't, you're going to partake of the punishment. You're going to partake of his punishment and his plagues. Continue to read, brother. Who read?
And
I got mixed up. Go ahead and read.
And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
Mm-hmm.
After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fire.
Yeah.
The breast had also 4 heads.
Mm-hmm.
The beast had also 4 heads.
Go ahead.
And dominion was given to it.
The dominion was given unto it.
After this I saw in the night vision,
Mm-hmm.
and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible.
Dreadful and terrible.
Exceedingly, the strong exceedingly.
Mm-hmm.
And it had great iron teeth.
Great iron teeth. He devoured much flesh. Go ahead.
It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
Ain't gonna stamp on the residue. Go ahead, brother.
And it was diverse from all the beasts
Mm-hmm.
that were before it.
It's gonna be different, because guess what? Hey man, this got a religious head on this one. The Vatican City. We gonna read that too. Go put the finger on them jokers. Go ahead and read.
And it had 10 horns.
And they had 10 horns.
I considered the horn, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3.
Oh, I ain't want to get in that, bro.
Okay.
That's good on that. We going to second edge. We going back to the Apocrypha. We going to second edge, because TJ made mention of it. It was next on the hit list, TJ. Second edge. And we gonna pick it up at it. We ain't gonna read all this now. Second edge is 11. We gonna read 1 through. We gotta read 1 through 23 though. Okay. And let me get down to my slide. Ain't the slide I want. That's the slide I want right there. See that 3-headed eagle on that thing, though? And hey, go talk about them 12 feathers, them 12 seeds. He got it all broke down for you. So as he read, y'all get with this now. Second edge, the 11. And we're gonna be reading we ain't gonna read the 13, because 13 got some more stuff in it, but we just gonna read in chapter 11 and 12 for right now, brothers. Y'all go in there and read that now. Hey, some more problems. Now this thing, I told you it's a meaty lesson, but we gotta tell it all as much as we can in the time that we give it. Second Ezra 11 started at verse 1, man. What do you say?
Verse 1.
I think it's him.
Oh, it's you. My bad.
Yeah, you got second edge of the 12.
All right.
Yeah, you got second edge of the 12.
That's okay, bro. Then saw I a dream and beheld. There came up from the sea an eagle.
Who?
An eagle.
Came down. We just read that 4 great beasts came up from the sea. Now it said eagle came up from the sea. Come on now. Is the thing lining up? Is it lining up? Go ahead and read.
Which had 12 feather wings.
All had 12 feather wings. This is the 12 seasons. I think young Lion did some on this here one time before. You sure did, didn't you? Hey man, but you see, them 12 feather wings is the 12 seasons. Now,
They got a book called The 12 Seasons. You can go on Amazon and get.
There it is right there.
Oh, bam, right there.
Look, he go to 12 seasons right here. These 12 feather wings.
Yeah.
And guess where they come? Where the sweet Caesar rule in? In Rome, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure we still on point.
This besides like Daniel 11, this probably considered one of the most detailed.
Show it, bro.
Because it's going.
Come on now.
It's not only touching the seasons, but when you can line everything go correct, it's going to the seasons, the minor rulers,
and everything.
Like the Titus.
Right. Because it said it had 8 contrary feathers.
Right. Right. So it's going not only into like.
It's all in there.
It's going into the brothers who had major rulership, who had small rulership.
So it is, he finished telling.
Yeah.
Even he gonna name out, ain't gonna name by name, gonna say the second ruler, Augustus, gonna rule longer than anybody. When you go into history.
So he had all the Gentile, with everybody Gentile down.
Hey man, now you gonna tell me the book ain't real?
He getting the same vision Daniel got just in.
And he gonna say, man, this was not given to your brother Daniel.
In this type of detail, yeah.
This is okay, man, it's real. Continue to read, my brother.
And 3 heads.
Yay.
And I saw and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
And all the winds of the air blew on her. And were gathered together. And I beheld, and out of her feathers there grew other contrary feathers. And they became little feathers and small.
See, these were the rulers that wasn't just really up like the Caesars.
Right.
They ruled, but they didn't rule a long time. They didn't have that power that the 12 Caesars had. Okay. Go ahead and read.
But her heads were at rest.
Oh, the heads. These heads is at rest right now. Look, these jokes ain't got here yet.
Yeah.
See, these jokes ain't got here yet. These 3 heads, bro, boy. He said the 3 heads, they sitting back, they waiting till they time. So, hey, man, when these 3 heads make a shit, man, y'all better have y'all head on the swivel. Go ahead and read, brother.
The head in the midst was greater than the other.
Oh, so the one in the middle is the greatest head. You see that prominent head right there? Go ahead and read.
Yet rested it with the residue.
Moreover,
I behold, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers and rained upon earth. And over them that dwell therein.
So who reigning on the earth now? Who? Everybody. When the United States start bringing out military, ain't they running the whole river?
That's right.
Ain't they got the eagle on them?
Yes,
Don't they always support the Israelites? Ain't that who they always running to?
That's
See, they really run it, and they just make it look like America is doing it, but they telling America what to do because they the military arm of Mystery Babylon.
Right.
That's all it is. But go ahead and read.
And I saw that all things under heaven was subject unto her.
Now, don't they every time America say something, don't everybody do it?
You sure right?
Go ahead and read, man.
No man spake against her.
Except for us.
No.
We don't care. Go ahead and read.
No, not one creature upon the earth. And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose up on her talent.
Oh, they finna go do work. You know, I was talking to my rib this morning. She said, "Where did you get that picture of that eagle with them funny feathers on the head?" That was a big old joke one.
Yes.
Hey man, when that eagle raised up on the talent, it finna go eat.
Yeah.
It's finna devour the flesh. No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That one eagle man was almost bigger than dude that was sitting beside. Go ahead and read.
And spake to her feathers, saying, "Watch not all at once."
Hold up, did y'all catch that? Y'all missed something, man. But it said spake to her feathers. And I saw a woman sitting upon a scarlet covered beast. It said her feathers. Mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Go ahead and read, man. Rule not all at once.
Watch not all at once.
So everybody ain't gonna rule at the same time. Everybody gonna rule in their own time. Go ahead and read.
Sleep everyone in his own place.
Yes, sir.
And watch by course.
And watch by what?
Course.
So when your turn over
Yes,
with, then you can step up.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read.
And let the heads be preserved for the last.
Go ahead, bro.
And behold, and beheld, and lo, the voice went not out of her head.
It didn't come out of her head. Where it come from?
But from the midst of her body.
So who is speaking? If these words ain't coming out of their mouth or the heads of these three eagles, it is coming out of the midst of the body. There is a spirit or power behind all this. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Continue to read, my brother.
And I numbered her contrary fellows.
And what?
And behold, there were 8 of them.
Hey, man, now you go get that book this brother talking about. It talk about those little minority joke. I pulled the slide up and gonna show it because it had the 12 seasons. Then it had them 8 minor, but I didn't put it in this slide. But it's in there. It's in there. Go ahead and read, bro.
And I looked, and behold, on the right side there arose one feather and reigned over all the earth.
And reigned over all the earth. And Julius Caesar, that's right, my brother.
And so it was that when it rained, the end of it came, and the place thereof appeared no more.
Right.
So the next following
and what did it say?
Stood up
and did what?
And reigned and had a great time.
Now see, Augustus Caesar, when you go read this book or you go read the history, the second Caesar ruled longer than all the other Caesars.
Yeah, you can a simple Google says.
You can Google
which Caesar ruled the longest, and it's gonna put it right up.
Now, as I look at some of these jokers, they look like some buttocks burgers.
The most on was.
I'm looking at these jokers. These jokers look sweet as cotton candy. You know what I'm saying? And they got that look about them that just look wicked, especially Tiberius. He was a wicked joker. When you go do some research on Tiberius, the third season, he was a serious buttocks burglar, man. Boy love.
Read about Nero too.
He was another.
He was
and now, this was the joker right here. Titus came and tore up our city. You see what I'm saying? See, all this stuff, history that you can read in the book, man.
That's right.
But continue to read, my brother.
And it happened that when it rained, the end of it came also like as the first. So that it appeared no more.
Go ahead.
Then came there a voice unto it and said, Hear thou that thou hast borne ruled over the earth so long.
See, this kingdom here still bearing rule over the earth. But go ahead and read.
This I say unto thee, before the beginnings to appear no more.
To appear no more. Go ahead. Before thou beginnings to appear no more. But go ahead and read.
There shall none after thee attain unto that time.
And none other Caesar did attain to the time of Augustus.
Neither unto the half thereof.
Did you hear that? Now, I guarantee you, now Augustus, I think he reigned, 12 years?
I can remember how long.
I think he reigned 12 years, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But if you go look in the history, they said they ain't none of them going to even reign half the time that you reign. And this is documented history being prophesied by Ezra. Now, you're going to see the book tell you in Isaiah 42 and 43, I think it's in 46 too, present your call. Now, who other God can Muhammad, Hindu, come down like this right here to the precision and the preciseness of these prophets?
They ain't got no problem.
I'm telling tell y'all God to present y'all calls like this here. Huh?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Present your calls, partner. If your God be God, tell him to present his call.
Yeah, and that's the challenge the Most High put out to other.
That's right.
That's right.
Present your calls, man. If you can prophesy down to the minute detail like our Messiah and our Father done, then your God will be God. But they ain't seen none of them do this.
No, sir.
What the prophecies of Muhammad in Allah? What are the prophecies at?
Name one.
What the prophecies of Harry Christian is in the fat man sitting on the stone?
Describe what you see it today.
They can't do this.
No, sir.
They ain't got it.
Present your call, partner.
Just name one.
So why is you still a Muslim if you can't? Your God not real if he can't do that.
Come on now.
If he can't tell the past or
present
the present or the future, he's not.
Your
real.
God is not God.
He's not real.
So you need to put that moon down.
That's right.
Put that Buddha down.
That's right.
They not real God.
They not. Present your call. Continue to read, my brother.
Verse 18.
Yes, sir.
Then arose the third.
That would be Tiberius another buttocks burglar. Go ahead and read.
And reigned as the other before,
Mm-hmm.
and appeared no more also. So went it with all the residue, one after another, as that everyone reigned, and then appeared no more. Then I behold, and lo, in the process of the time, the fellows that followed stood up upon the right side, that they might rule also. And some of them ruled, but within a while they appeared no more.
They appeared no more.
For some of them were set up.
Some of them what?
Set up.
Oh, somebody made them rulers. They weren't in the lineage, but somebody set them up as rulers.
But rule not. After this I looked, and behold, the 12 feathers appeared no more.
The 12 feathers, the 12 cedars were gone. That was the fall. That was that deadly wound, but that deadly wound gonna be healed. Go ahead and read.
Nor the 2 little feathers.
Them 2 little feathers ain't came up either. Go ahead and read.
And there was no more upon the eagle's body, but 3 heads that rested.
Yeah, them 3 heads that rested.
And 6 little wings.
6 little wings.
Then saw I also.
That's all we want to skip down to verse 36 and read 36 through 46 for the sake of time. Go ahead. Skip down to 36. Go ahead and read.
Then I heard a voice which said unto me, look before thee and consider the thing that thou seest.
Yeah.
And I behold, and lo, as it were a roaring lion.
Wait a minute, here come a lion. Here come a roaring lion. Get down to that. That was a roaring lion. Go ahead and read, brother.
Chased out of the wood.
Came out of the woods and what?
And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the
eagle. A man's voice came out of the lion. What did he say to the eagle, man?
And said, hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the hive shall say unto thee.
And the who gonna say?
The hive.
So, hey, here it is again. Go ahead, what he say?
Are not thou it that remainest of the 4 beasts, whom I made to reign in my word?
Whom I made to reign
in my word.
In my word. He said, are thou not that remainest of the 4 beasts? You hear that? Go ahead and read.
That the end of their times might come through them.
Yes, sir. Continue to read.
And the 4th came and overcame all the beasts that were past.
Yeah, there were these 4 great terrible beasts. Go ahead and read.
And had power over the world with great fearlessness. And over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression.
Wicked oppression, bro. He said that you came on the earth with much wicked oppression. So all these kingdoms that was intermingled in confederacy with Esau, he tell you that all y'all were wicked. But I made you to rule for time, reason, and a season. Yes, go ahead and read.
And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. For the earth has thou not judged with truth.
You ain't judged the earth with truth.
For thou hast afflicted the meek, and thou hast hurt the peaceful. And thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and has cast down the wall of such as did thee no harm.
And we know who he talking about. He's talking about his people. Because this is the lion of the tribe of Judah that's speaking. This lion that's speaking is representing Yeshua. Go ahead and read.
Therefore, is thy wrongful dealing came up unto the highs.
Yes, sir.
And the pride unto the might. The highs also have looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended.
They are
ended. Abomination.
Yes, sir.
Fulfilled.
Hey, man, when this time that cup gonna be full, then ain't it, brother?
That's right.
You see that way. See, everybody want to know when he gonna do it. He just waiting for their cup to get filled up.
That's right.
Go ahead and read.
And therefore appeared no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wing,
nor thy horrible wing,
nor thy wicked feather,
nor what?
Nor thy malice head,
malicious head,
nor thy harmful claws,
no hurtful claws ain't gonna appear.
Nor all thy vain body.
And all these Gentile kingdom was for nothing. They vain. So if you trusted in this Babylonian system, you going down with it. Go ahead and read, brother.
That all the earth may be refreshed.
They gonna be what?
Refreshed. And may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
Who made the earth? Now we're going right into chapter 12, TJ. We're going to read verses 1 through 16. Then we're going to skip down to 19 through 25. Then 28 through 39. When you get it, my brother, go ahead and read.
And it came to pass while the lion spake these words unto the eagle.
No, what did he say?
I saw, and behold, the head that remained, and the four wings appeared no more. And the two went unto it, and set themselves up to reign. And their kingdom was small and full of uproar.
And full of uproar.
And I saw, and said, behold, they appeared no more. And the whole body of the eagle was burnt, so that the earth was in great fear.
Hey, this gonna be this after this 3.5 year tribulation. Because he said their kingdom was small of a short time, what it meant. But go ahead and read.
And then I awake out of the trouble and trance of my mind, and from great fear, and said unto my spirit.
What did it say?
Lo, this hast thou done unto me, and that thou searchest out the ways of the height. Lo, yet I am weary in my mind, and very weak in my spirit. And little strength is there in me, for the great fear wherewith I was affrighted this night.
Go ahead, brother.
Therefore will I now beseech the highest that he will comfort me unto the end. And I said, Lord, that bears rule, if I have found grace before thy sight, if I am justified with thee before many others.
Right.
And if my prayer indeed come up before thy face,
what did it say?
Comfort me then. Show me thy servant the interpretation and plain difference of this fearful vision.
So Ezra just want to know what the interpretation is. This eagle with these three heads is. Yeah. Look what the Most High finna tell him. Go ahead and read, brother.
Thou mayest perfectly comfort my soul.
Yes, sir.
Thou hast judged me worthy to show me the last time.
Yes, sir.
He said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. The eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom, which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel.
So he said the eagle that you saw is the same kingdom that your brother Daniel saw. So this beast right here that Daniel saw is the same thing, this three-headed eagle that Ezra has seen. Now, you want some more confirmation? Need more confirmation than that? We just read it. Go ahead and read, brother.
But it was not expounded unto him.
Because he told Daniel at the end, Daniel said, man, what is all? He said, man, you put this up. This ain't for your time. It wasn't expounded, but it's being expounded to Ezra. Go ahead and read.
Therefore now I declare it unto thee. Behold, the days will come that there shall arise a kingdom upon the earth, and it shall be a period above all the kingdoms that were before.
Yes, sir.
I guess we was talking about the influence of
Rome
in the United States. In the same shall 12 kings reign, one after another, whereof the second shall begin to reign, and shall have more time than any other of the 12.
Talking about Augustus, go ahead and read.
And this do the 12 wings signify which thou sawest.
See, he just said these are the 12 Caesars and them 12 wings you saw. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now skip down, TJ, to verse 19, read through 25.
Whereas thou sawest the 8 small under feathers sticking to her wings. This is the interpretation.
This is an interpretation. What do it say, brother?
That in him there shall arise 8 kings whose time shall be small, and their years swift.
Gonna be real swift.
And 2 of them shall perish. The middle time approaching. 4 shall be kept until their end begin to approach. But 2 shall be kept until.
Now, who are these 2 that gonna be? That's the beast and the false prophet. The 2 that's gonna be kept to the end. Go ahead and read, bro.
And whereas thou sawest 3 heads resting, this is the interpretation.
This is the interpretation.
In the last days shall the Most High raise up 3 kingdoms, and renew many things therein. Oh, so these
3 kingdoms gonna be renewed. These are gonna be the head of the revived Roman Empire. Go ahead and read.
They shall have the dominion of the earth.
Yeah.
And of those that dwell therein with much oppression. Above all those that were before them.
Yes, sir.
Therefore are they called the heads of the eagle.
The heads of the eagle. Go ahead and read, brother.
For these are they that shall accomplish his wickedness.
They gonna be the ones that gonna accomplish this wickedness.
They gonna finish filling the cup.
They gonna fill it. Yeah, that's right, but they gonna finish filling that cup up. Go ahead. That was it on 25. Skip down to 28. Read 28 through 39.
And that shall finish his last end.
Ain't gonna finish his last end. What do 28 say, TJ?
For the sword of the one shall devour the other.
Oh, they gonna turn on each other. Go ahead and read.
But at the last, At the last, he shall fall through the sword himself.
Yes, sir.
So that one that's got to exalt himself above
that's
everything
right.
that's called God. That's the one that's gonna turn on the other. Because he got to exalt himself above everything.
He gonna exalt himself above all that is called God.
Right.
All that is worship.
Right.
So this gonna be the religious head that's gonna do this. Because he all about the worship.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read.
And whereas thou
We're gonna get to it though.
And whereas thou sawest 2 feathers under the wings passing over the head that is on the right side, it is signified that these are they whom the highest have kept unto their end.
And I saw the beast and the false prophet thrown into the lake of fire. Go ahead and read.
This is the small kingdom full of trouble.
Full of trouble.
As thou sawest. And the lion whom thou sawest.
And the lion whom thou sawest rising out of the wood, what?
And roaring. And speaking to the eagle.
What did it say?
Rebuking her for her unrighteousness.
Who is that?
With all the words which thou hast heard.
Look at this. What did it say?
This is the anointed.
This is the who?
The Messiah.
Who is the Messiah? The lion of the tribe of Yehuda. He said the lion that you saw talking to this eagle, this lad beast, man, this is the anointed. The what of the highest, TJ?
The anointed. The highest have kept for them and their wickedness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said he gonna destroy them with the sword of his mouth. He said, man, their eyes gonna melt out of their sockets, man. Go ahead and read.
He shall reprove them and shall upbraid them from their cruelty. For he shall set them before him alive and judge.
Yes, sir.
And shall rebuke them and correct them.
Yes, sir.
For the rest of my people shall he deliver with mercy.
That's right.
Those that have been preserved upon my borders, he shall make them joyful unto the coming of the day of judgment.
Yes, sir.
Or if I have spoken unto thee from the beginning.
And he spoke this from the beginning when he told Satan, man, he gonna bruise your head and you gonna bruise his head. He said this from the beginning. Go ahead and read, bro.
This is the dream.
This is the dream. Yes, sir.
And these are the interpretations.
All praise.
Thou only has been meet to know this secret of the Most High.
Yes, sir.
Wherefore write all these things that thou hast seen in the book.
And we read them right now.
And hide them.
Yes, sir.
And
see, a lot of these folks can't, man, them lost books. Them lost books.
But this instruction from the Most High.
This is hey, he told them to hide them in the book, man.
Yeah.
But he said, man, in the last day, man, he said, knowledge going to increase.
Yeah.
People going to run to and fro. Folks always searching out. I'm going to tell you how I know y'all running to and fro. Because, man, y'all put this junk right here in y'all hand, and boy, y'all surfing in that like it ain't nothing.
You sure right?
Huh?
You sure right?
See, this is the thing, man. I tell again, present your call.
That's what I'm saying. See, he when he wrote that,
come on now,
people gonna run to and fro. It wasn't technology available.
There wasn't no technology. People can't run to and fro like this. Come on now.
Information.
Come on now. That's why I said I know how you run to and fro right here.
So come on now.
You running to and fro with this. And knowledge increasing, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Come on, brother. Finish that out.
It says, and teach them to the wise of the people.
And teach all. So if you ain't wise, then that means you can't soak this up, bro. What? See, some of these jokes, man, the pocket man, the Jasper man, but you may not be the wise of the people.
So if somebody telling you,
yes, sir,
you not wise to read this book, that's from Satan.
That's right, bro. So you may not be the one that can handle this right here.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh? He ain't gave it to you. So that means you ain't the wise of the people. So why should I listen to my teacher say?
Right.
Then you ain't the wise of the people now.
Right.
We just read book now.
And I want to bring this point up.
Go ahead, bring it up.
It also say this in the park. When Moses was up on the mountain, we know he went up there 40 days and 40 nights and just came back with 10 commandments. But it say in the Apocrypha that he told him to hide this and show this
in some other books.
Exactly.
And keep these for the what? Wise of the people.
And what we read about extra rights of Moses, Jubilee.
Come on, bro.
That's right.
Come on, bro.
Come on now.
But see, some people say, oh, man, you may not be the wise of the people.
You might not be wise.
Say in the 66 reference of the book.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Go ahead and finish it out, bro.
But it says, and teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts thou knowest may comprehend.
Come on. See, you may not be able to comprehend and keep these secrets, bro. So, you know what? I'm glad the Most High had you read it. I'm going to stop getting mad at y'all, man.
Yeah.
Because y'all just ain't ready.
That's it.
Y'all ain't equipped and y'all ain't wise. You just can't comprehend. So I'm going to stop getting mad at y'all. I'm going to leave y'all alone.
Just like
and if you don't get out of it.
Until you get an understanding, till you really get understanding. Then,
you might not be the wise.
You got to get some understanding.
We're going to leave them alone. Unless y'all get too far out of hand, then I'm going to spank you and tap you on your butt. But I'm going to stop getting mad at y'all, man, because y'all just ain't wise. That's all it is. Go ahead and finish that in.
But wait thou hear thyself yet 7 days more.
Yes, sir.
That it may be showed thee whatsoever it pleases the Most High to declare unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
And with that he went his way.
Let's go to the next place. Let's go. Let's just go and start bringing this on home. Go to Revelation. Because all this stuff is in Revelation too now. Let's go to Revelation 12. And I want to go here just to point one thing out, bro. Run it out. Because, boy, Most High, man, boy, when he put the finger on this joker, he put the finger on this joker, man.
Yes, sir.
Revelations 12, bro, Wardy. And read verses 1 through 6. What do it say?
And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet.
Right.
And upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Right.
And she being with child cried, travailing in birth.
She's travailing in birth.
And pain to be delivered.
Now this is representing, we ain't got time to get into it. I'm just going to tell you, this is representative of the nation of Israel. But go ahead and read.
But there appeared another wonder in heaven.
Now there appeared another wonder in heaven. What?
And behold, a great red dragon.
Oh, what color was it?
Great red dragon.
Oh, red dragon.
Yes,
yeah, so the red, so we got a 3-headed eagle with 12 wings, you understand? We got a great and terrible beast that no man can describe. We got all these jokers with these wings. Then he said red. Who did he put that red thing on? So we know who running this shit too.
Yes, sir.
Along with Hasatan. You understand?
That's right.
Go ahead and read.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head.
There you go. Go ahead and read.
Drew the third part of the stars of heaven.
Now, this is a manifold prophecy right here. It's talking about Satan. It's talking about Antiochus Epiphanes. And it's going to be talking about even down to the end when he stamped the residue. This is a manifold prophecy right here. Because read that, starting 4 again, what?
And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven.
So when Antiochus came, he killed a lot of Hebrews, man.
Sure did.
Did he kill a lot of Hebrews?
Yes, he did.
And man, Satan, he took a third part of the innumerable amount of angels down with him, didn't he? So we see what's going on, though. Same behavior. Antiochus was a Macedonian, wasn't he?
I want to throw this in.
Throw it in there.
If you notice, the last 2 captivities were the only 2 captivities that did not allow us to worship the way we wanted to.
That's right. Romans and the Greeks. That's right.
Everyone else, they let us worship how we wanted to. The Romans did until
that's right, till 70 AD.
Right.
But you see, with the stock they come out of Esau's stock. That's why he said it's a red dragon. Go ahead and read, brother.
It did cast them to the earth, and the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered.
And what else?
For to devour her child as soon.
Now this was Herod. This was Pharaoh. Herod was an Idumean, wasn't he? Edomite. They're gonna be the. See what I'm talking about? See, keep on reading, bro.
Verse 5. And she brought forth a man child.
And she brought forth a man child.
Who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron.
Hallelujah.
And her child was caught up into Yah, into his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness.
Oh, so the woman, this nation fled into the wilderness. Go ahead and read.
Where she had a place prepared of Yah. That they shall feed her there 1,260 days.
42 months or 3.5 years. That's a great tribulation time period. Brother Rod, roll on right into chapter 13 and read verses 1 through 18, my brother.
Okay.
Finna get some more. Go ahead and read.
And I stood up upon the sands of the sea and saw a beast rise out of the sea.
See, going back to Daniel and to that second edge. This beast coming up out the sea. Go ahead and read.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Yes, sir.
And upon his horns 10 crowns.
Yes, sir.
And upon his head the name of blasphemy.
The name of blasphemy.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Right.
His feet were as the feet of a bear.
A feet of a bear.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Right.
And the dragon gave him his power.
And his what?
And his seat.
And
great authority.
And great authority.
I saw one.
So the dragon did. So who running these Edomites and these folks in the Confederacy? Satan running all up.
That's right.
So if you rolling with them, you a child of the devil. And if you trying to kill Israelites, and if it's your mission to kill Israelites, you a child of the devil. That's why we call you what we call you redneck, like your red father. That's why we call you Peckerwood, like your red father. Because you a child of the devil. You a child, you in confederate with Edom. Because you hunting and killing Israelites. Didn't it say he turned and made war with the remnant of the sea?
That's right.
So who you serve? But them Christian apologists gonna say they were doing the work of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you a child of the devil.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
I'm just calling it like it is. I'm laying it out flat.
That's it.
And I'm hoping my people will wake up.
Like the brother said, their Lord.
Their Lord, yeah.
Satan the devil.
Which is Satan and the devil. So you better leave the Most High's people alone. Because you're going to partake of the punishment, which is everlasting. For who can withstand everlasting burnings? You better leave us alone. Go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death.
Back to them heads again. Go ahead and read.
And his deadly wound was healed.
Mm-hmm.
And all the world wondered after the.
Everybody gonna be trying to do what Mystery Babylon doing, but go ahead and read.
And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast.
Mm-hmm.
And they worshiped the beast, saying, "Who is like unto the beast?
Who is like unto the beast, brother?
Who is able to make war with him?"
Mm-hmm.
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies.
Mm-hmm.
And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Mm-hmm. Another 3.5 years again.
And he opened his mouth and blasphemy against Yah.
He opened his mouth and blasphemed against the Most High. Go ahead and read.
To blaspheme his name
in
his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
Oh, it was given. So he been allowed to make war with the saints.
Yes, sir.
So he can fill that cup up.
That's right.
We read it in there. You didn't teach that they didn't want to fulfill yet, right? Go ahead and read.
And to overcome them. And power was given unto him over all kindreds, tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. And
if you worship him, you done booking. Go ahead and read.
Whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So, you know, when we see all those red and hairy people out there killing Israelites, we know your name ain't written in the book. That's right. Is that a safe thing to say? So you hunt down Israelites, Mr. Policy Officer. Your name ain't written in the book. I see you on the other side, partner. Because judgment gonna be given unto the saints. We can read that. That's right. And so when you stand in front of me, then just know what you got coming. But see, mine is temporary. Yours gonna be eternal. Because you of your father, the devil. Continue to read, my brother. Verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. If you got to understand, you better understand. Go ahead and read. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Oh, he that leadeth into captivity. All them years you kept putting us in slavery, moving in our houses, taking our stuff, you got to go into captivity. Continue to read. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Oh, so when you hunt down our brothers and sisters in these streets, your kids and your family members, that's what they got coming. Not my word, the words of Yod Hey Wav Hey. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Ain't no, that's unequivocal. Ain't no getting around that. You led into captivity, your children going into slavery. You killing the children under slaves, we gonna end up having to do the same thing. We read last night that their kids gonna be dashed against the stone. According to Obadiah. Am I right, my brother? That's right. So get ready, partner. So all y'all that's in cahoots with them, get ready. Go ahead and read. You want me to pick back up at 10? Yes, sir. Verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Yes, sir. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Yes, sir. I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and it had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Who is that? Go ahead. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Continue to read, brother. And he dove great wonders so that he make the fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
And he gonna be able to do everything but raise the dead. And a lot of folk gonna fall for the okie doke. Go ahead and read.
And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which we had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and died and did live.
See, going all the way back to Daniel, they love these images. You understand what I'm saying? That's right. And then he gonna try to make them fall down to worship him when all these instruments play. See, that let you know it's direct contradictory to the word of the Most High. But y'all fall for it, but go ahead and read.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Yeah.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
And they're gonna say, man, only God can make a statue walk and talk.
When he wrote this, it wasn't no such thing as AI.
So what?
It is now.
Yep, you got AI, you got Project Bluebeam.
That's what I'm saying.
All that.
What? Ain't no book putting it out there like that.
No. So y'all fall for the okie doke y'all want to. Y'all better get in these scripts. Like we always say, forget what you heard, you better get in this word, man.
That's it. That's it.
To find out what's really going on.
That's right. That's artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
Man, boy, keep reading, bro.
Verse 16.
And
he calls it all, both small and great.
Y'all better perk your ears up on this one. He calls it all, both small and great, and what?
Rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
So this is gonna stretch above socioeconomic boundaries. It's gonna stretch across racial boundaries. Go ahead and read.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast.
And I don't care how much crypto cash you got, how many gold coins you got, gold bullion, and how many stacks you got in your account. You ain't gonna be able to buy a loaf of bread if you don't take that mark. But if you take that mark, you finish for eternity. Go ahead and read.
Or the number of his name.
Yeah.
Here is wisdom.
Here is wisdom.
Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man.
Of a man.
Of a man. And his number is what? Is 606.
Mr. 666 of vicarious Philly die. No, he probably gonna be the one that's sitting in that empty seat over there. You understand what I'm saying? The beast.
That's right.
So we got your finger. We got the finger on. Where we going next, bro? Jeremiah 49. We wrapping it up. We still got a little bit to go, but we're gonna wrap it up. I had to give it to you. Jeremiah 49 and 49. We're gonna read 7 through 10, TJ. Jeremiah 49. Where we at? 49, and we're gonna read verses 7 through 10. Then we're gonna skip down a little bit. Jeremiah 49, 7 through 10. And then we're going to skip down and read 13 through 17. You're going to skip one more again. Read 19 through 22. When you get it, my brother, go ahead and read.
Concerning Edom.
Concerning Edom.
Thus said the Lord of hosts, his wisdom no more unto mine. His counsel perished from the prudent.
Yeah.
Is their wisdom vanished. Flee ye, turn back. Dwell deep, O inhabitants of D-Day.
Yes, sir.
For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him. The time that I will visit him.
And I take great comfort in these words, but continue to read.
If great gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes?
That's right.
If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough.
And see, that's another characteristic of Esau. Ain't never satisfied with enough. He said, man, if the grape gatherer came, they would have left a little grape. Don't Esau come in and take everything? Don't leave nothing. Greedy dog. He take everything. He take your dignity. He take your money. He take your freedom. He take everything from you.
Beasts and mutts.
They beasts. Continue to read, my brother.
But I have made Esau bare.
I have made Esau bare.
I have uncovered his secret place.
Yes, sir. We uncovered today through the grace and wisdom of the Most High. Y'all go ahead and read.
Yeah.
He shall not be able to hide.
You can't hide, partner. We know who you are.
His seed is spoiled.
His seed is spoiled. Ain't he mongrel seed?
Yeah.
Ain't he seed spoiled? He ain't pure, no shape, form, or fashion.
No, sir.
Sure is.
He a mingle people. Continue to read, bro.
And his brethren.
And his brethren.
And his neighbors.
And also all the folk he kept going to get every time he wanted to go against us. And, you know, all y'all to mingle together. So ain't none of y'all pure. All y'all mutts. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, keep it 100.
That's what the book just said.
Keep it 100.
That's why it's such a sin, Israel, when y'all go out and intermingle with these other nations.
Yeah.
See, that you reading it, but I hope you understanding what you read. That's why he said, man, don't intermarry with these folks. Don't give your sons to their daughter. No, they daughters to your son. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you? And he call them wild beasts.
He call them wild beasts. You intermarry with a beast like people. Come on, bro. We continue to read.
Leave thy fatherless children.
Yeah.
I will preserve them alive.
Yeah.
And let behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk.
Did you skip down? Where you at, TJ?
I'm at 12.
No, read 13. But I didn't want to read that. Go ahead.
My bad. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Moses shall become a desolation.
He's gonna become a desolation,
a reproach, a waste, and a curse.
Yes, sir.
And all the cities thereof should be perpetual waste.
Read down through 17, then skip down to 19.
I have heard a rumor from the Lord.
I heard
And an ambassador is sent unto the heathen.
Unto the heathen.
Gather ye together. Come against her. Rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen.
Yes, sir.
And despised among men.
See, the he's gonna turn on Esau. But go ahead and read.
19. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of joy.
Yes, sir. Like we saw that, didn't we? That lion come up out the thick. Go ahead and read.
Against the habitation of the strong.
Yes, sir.
But I will suddenly make him run away from her. Who is like a chosen man that I may appoint over her.
Yes, sir.
For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time, and who is that shepherd that
read through the 17, then you skip down 19.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are.
And who is the shepherd that will stand before me?
Verse 20. Read verse 20. What does it say, man?
Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom. His purpose. He have a purpose against the inhabitants of Timon.
That's right.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them.
Did you hear the least of the flock? What flock? The Lord's flock, which is Israel. Did you read all the way down to 22, my brother?
No.
Read it.
It says, surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them.
Yes, sir.
The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the noise, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly as an eagle, spread his wings over bows. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty man of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pain.
So he gonna fly on them like an eagle. Now let's go to the next one. We're gonna keep on rolling. Go to Ezekiel 29. We're gonna look at these prophecies against our enemy. Because since they having such a good time doing what they doing, we're gonna have a good time pronouncing and proclaiming these desolations upon our enemy. That's right. Ezekiel 29, read verses 1 through 8, brother. When you get it, go ahead and read.
In the 10th year, in the 10th month, in the 12th day of the month, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
what did it say?
Son of man, set thy face against Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
And this is a spiritual king of Egypt, which is, you know who that is, Satan and the devil. Go ahead and read.
And prophesy against him and against all Egypt. Speak and say, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I'm against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon.
The great who?
The great dragon that lies in the midst of his river.
Yes, sir.
Which has said, my river is my own, and I have made it for myself.
Getting lifted up in pride, so you know who that is. Go ahead.
But I will put hooks in thy jaw.
You see, we read in that letter of Jacob, that Leviathan, that sea monster.
Yes, sir.
Now this is Most High saying, I'm gonna put hooks in his jaw. Go ahead and read.
I will put hooks in his jaws, and I will cause the fish of thy river to stick unto thy skates.
Yes, sir.
And I will bring thee up out of the midst of thy river, and all the fish of thy river shall stick unto thy skates.
Yes, sir.
And I will lead thee thrown into the wilderness.
Yes, right.
Thee and all the fish of thy river. Thou shalt fall upon the open field.
Yes, sir.
And thou shalt be brought together, nor gallon. I have given thee for meat to the beast of the field.
And what else?
And to the fowl of the heaven.
See, now you're going to become a prey. And you can read that in that Jeremiah. The one who has preyed upon you shall be for a prey. See, now he going to take you out your habitation. Now you going to be the one that's going to be hunted down. He said he's going to make you small among the heathen and despised among the heathen. Continue to read.
Verse 6. And all the inhabitants of Egypt shall know that I am the Lord.
That's right.
Because they have been a staff of reed to the house of Israel.
That's right.
When they took hold of thee by thy hand, thou didst break and rend all their shoulders. And when they leaned upon thee, thou breakest and madest all their loins to be at a stand. That's right. Go ahead. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will bring a sword upon thee and cut off man and beast out of thee. Continue rolling.
Ezekiel 35, 1 through 15. So we done went from the Hamite nations down to the Edomite nations, down to the Gentile nations, and he named them out one by one. He gonna deal with all y'all of the Confederacy against his people. He gonna get every last one of you. And I'm telling you like this here, you can get mad at him. I can't wait. I can't wait. He gonna get every last one of y'all. Ezekiel 35, 1 through 15. What do it say, my brother?
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man,
that's right.
Set thy face against Seir, and prophesize against it, and say unto it, Thus say the Lord Yah, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
Yes, sir.
I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thou most desolate.
Go ahead.
I will lay thy city waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt not know that I am the Lord.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
A perpetual hatred is a continual hatred. Go ahead.
By force of the sword in thy time, in their calamity.
In their calamity.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
And even when our time when we had iniquity had an end, you still dwelt over with murder and killing. Go ahead and read, brother.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yah, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Unto what?
And blood. And shall pursue.
Yes, sir.
Thee. Since thou hast not hated blood.
Since thou hast not hated, that means since you ain't never hated blood shed, guess what?
Even blood shall pursue thee.
And hey, even blood gonna pursue thee. Go ahead and read.
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out and him that returneth.
Yes, sir.
And I will fill his mountains with his slain men.
Yes, sir.
In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all their rivers.
What he say?
Shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
He said in the last day, the mountains gonna look like they melting with blood. He gonna kill so many people. Go ahead and read.
I will make the perpetual desolations, and that thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
And you shall know that I am Yahweh. Go ahead.
Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine.
What two nations, what two countries? The northern and the southern kingdom. You said y'all took our houses in possession and trying to say that that's y'all land. So he gonna show you that you were lying. He gonna kill you and gonna get you out of our land. Y'all been lying, stealing, and killing Israel for the longest. But he gonna get y'all, partner. Go ahead and read.
And we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, says the Lord Yah, I will even do according to thy anger.
Yes, sir.
And according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of that hatred against them.
That's right.
And I will make myself known among them.
Yes, sir.
And I have judged thee.
Yes, sir.
And thou hast shown not that I am the Lord. And that I have heard all the blasphemies.
And he done heard all your blasphemies. Go ahead and read.
Which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel.
He said, man, we're going to take their house in possession and make it out. We're going to call the name of Israel to be no more. That's what y'all said. Go ahead.
Saying they are laid desolate. They are given us to consume.
And didn't see they say that? Go ahead and read.
Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me. And they'll multiply your words against me.
And what?
I have heard them.
And he didn't heard them. Go ahead and read.
Thou saith the Lord Yah, when the whole earth rejoice, I will make thee desolate.
You hear that, Esau? Go ahead.
As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of thy house of Israel, because it was desolate.
Because it was desolate.
So will I do unto thee, that shall be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all I do me, even all of it. And they shall know that I am.
Yeah, y'all gonna know.
The Lord say
he said he gonna rejoice. So see y'all, boy, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. He gonna take care of that. He gonna take care of that business. Yes, sir. Where we at, brother? Revelations 17. Let's go back to Revelation. We're gonna read 1 through 18. And he gonna give you another key who these jokers is. Revelation 18. So I pray that the Most High reward the righteous and condemn the wicked, smash the teeth of our enemies, and consume them with an ever-consuming fire. I pray that. Go ahead and read Revelation 18, verse 1. What do it say, my brother? 17. I'm sorry, 17. 1 through 18. What did it say?
There came up one of the 7 angels which had 7 vials.
Yeah.
And talked with me, saying unto me, come hither.
Yeah.
I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Yes, sir.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
And see, all up, they go to Confederacy again. They all in cahoots with it. Go ahead and read.
And inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
So have. Go ahead and read.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet color.
Oh, what kind of color be?
Scarlet.
And they red to go again. Go ahead and read.
Full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
The
woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations.
Full of abominations.
Fornication.
Yes, sir.
On her head was a name written.
What did it say?
Mystery, Babylon, the great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Didn't they call Esau or Edom the daughter of Babylon?
Yeah.
So there go another key signature. Go ahead and read.
I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Yes, sir. Since you didn't hate blood, you gonna get blood. Go ahead and read.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
Yeah.
When I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. The angel said unto me, wherefore dost thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. And the beast that thou sawest was and is not, shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
Yes, sir.
Go into perdition. They that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose name was not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
Go ahead, brother.
Here is the mind which have wisdom. The heads are 7 mountains.
Wait a minute. The heads are what?
7 mountains.
The head. What city dwell upon 7 mountains? Wrong. Again, he telling you where he at again. Where Zepho became king. He telling you where this joker sit at, where Satan's seed dwell. Continue to read, brother.
7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sit. And there are 7 kings, 5 fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come.
Come on, man.
When he coming, he must continue with short space.
Yeah, we read about them short space on them feathers too, didn't we? Go ahead and read.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7.
Is of the who, TJ? When the 8 contrary feathers? Oh, okay. Yeah. Look like it lined up to me. Go ahead and read.
And is of the 7 and goeth into perdition.
All right, now skip down. We ain't gonna read all that. Skip down and read verse 18, brother. What do it say?
And the woman which thou sawest is that great city.
We read about that great city in one of them books, didn't we? One of them history books. The great city was Rome. Go ahead and read.
Which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Oh, so that's who reigneth. That's why every time one of them, a president or a ruler of a country, they got to go over there and kiss that ring, don't they? He ruled over the kings of the earth. Let's go to the next place, Warden. Let's go to Revelations 18. And we're going to read verses 1 through 4. Then we're going to skip down, read 8 through 10. and then read 16 through 18. I want to get something out of that too.
All right.
Just gonna get some more verification. See, this thing gonna be so airtight when we get through. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say nothing against this lesson. Ain't nobody gonna be able to mumble a word about what we laying down here today. 18:1. What do it say, bro?
And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying,
What did he say?
Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen, and becoming the habitation of devils.
And what?
And the hold of every foul spirit.
And what else?
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
We've been looking at these birds all lesson.
Yes, sir.
All these hateful birds all lesson. So he telling you who running this world, y'all need to stay away from them. The book even tell you in the Sirach, don't be around a man that has power. They can do wrong to you. Every unclean and hateful bird, man. Go ahead and read.
Verse 3.
For
all nations have drunk of the wine.
Some of the nations.
All nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
All your rulers in bed with it. They confederate with it. All the kings of the earth and drink of this, man. Go ahead and rule.
And the merchants of the earth are waxing rich through her abundance of her delicacy.
Yes, sir.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying,
what?
Come out of her, my people.
Zechariah 2:7 told you to, hey, get away from the daughter of Babylon. Go ahead and read.
That ye be not partakers of her sin.
Oh.
That ye receive not of her plague.
Hey, man, if you're in league with these jokers, get ready. The hit coming down. Destruction coming down. Skip down to verse 8, brother. Continue to read 8 through 10.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
Yes, sir.
Death and mourning.
These are plagues, death and mourning.
And famine.
And
she shall be utterly burned with fire.
In the end, she going to the lake. Go ahead.
For strong is the Lord God who judges.
And
the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
And everybody that's confederate with her, everybody that's been in league with her, here go your punishment. Go ahead.
Shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burnt.
Yes, sir.
Standing afar off from the fear of her torments.
What did it say?
Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city. For 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Yes, sir.
Skip down to
verse 16 and read 16 through 18.
And saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed with fine linen and purple and scarlet.
Them colors of the Vatican City. Them what they call them, the bishops and what they call them other dudes wear the red.
The cardinals.
No, the cardinals. That's what I'm trying to say. The bishops and the cardinals wear purple and scarlet.
Yes, sir.
Telling you again, Rome. Go ahead and read.
And decked with gold and precious stones
and
pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
So in 3.5 years is 1 hour. But go ahead, God. We know that's the hour of temptation is 3.5 years. So we know what an hour is to the Most High now. 3.5 years is equal to an hour. So in 3.5 years, all that's coming to an end. Go ahead and read.
And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
That's it. Now, hey, TJ, I want you to read, Duke, since this is just a short one. I want you to read Isaiah 27:1. Then you're going to read Isaiah 34:6. And then who just read?
I just read.
It's me.
It's you. So you read 27:1. Then read Isaiah 34:1 through 6. So we're going to Isaiah 27 real quick, y'all. We coming on down there. We got about 4 or 5 more left. Isaiah the 27. We're going to read one verse. Okay. Look at what it say. Isaiah the 27, and we're going to read verse 1. Isaiah 27:1. What do it say, my brother?
In that day, the Lord with his sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan.
Or the dragon. Go ahead and read.
The piercing serpent.
The piercing serpent. Who is that?
Even Leviathan.
That crooked serpent.
Serpent.
Yeah.
He shall slay the dragon that is in the sea.
And we already know who that is, though. So let's go to Isaiah 34. So the power behind the throne and the kingdom gonna be tossed. Gonna get tossed up. Isaiah 34, we're going to read verses 1 through 6.
Okay.
For all you ones that's confederate with Esau and Hashatan. What do it say?
Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world.
That's right.
And all the things that come for you. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
It's upon all nations.
And his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter.
Yes, sir.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses. And the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
And the mountains gonna be melted with their blood.
And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
That's right.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine. And as a fallen fig from the fig tree.
Continue to read, brother.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, and what?
Behold, it shall come down upon
Idumea,
and upon the people of my curse.
Oh, so Esau, the people of his curse. Go ahead and read.
To judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood.
It's filled with blood.
It is made fat with fatness.
Yes, sir.
And with the blood of lambs and goats.
With the sellouts and the Gentile nations. Go ahead and read.
With the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord have sacrificed in
Bozrah. That's another name for Esau and Edom. Go ahead and read.
In a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Isaiah 63 gonna tell you that. Go. That was all we had on that. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to. You know what? We just gonna read down. We're going to Zechariah the 2, TJ.
No, Jeremiah.
Oh, Jeremiah the 25. I'm sorry, you're right. Jeremiah 25. I'm going ahead of myself. Getting down to the end. Jeremiah 25. So all you sellout Negroes and all you Edomites, all you Gentiles, he said the lamb of blood of bulls and of goats. I mean lambs and of goats. So the lamb is Israel. The goats are the other nation. So he killing everybody that he came against his people, both sellouts and other nations. Jeremiah 25, 15 through 28, brother. What does it say?
Thus said the Lord God of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury in my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it.
Yes, sir.
They shall drink it.
And they gonna drink it and be what?
Be moved. Be mad.
Yes, sir.
Because of the sword that I will send among them.
Yes, sir.
Then took out the cup at the Lord's hand, and made all nations to drink.
Yes, sir.
Unto whom the Lord has sent me. To wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah and the kings thereof and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation.
Yes, sir.
Hissing and a curse.
That's right.
As it is this day.
Go ahead.
Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and his servants, his princes, and all his people, and all the mingled people,
and all the mingled people,
and all the kings of the land of Uz,
and
all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, and Azza, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashad, Edom, and Moab, the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyre, and all the kings of Zidon, and the kings of the isles which are beyond.
That's right.
Dedan, Tema,
all y'all,
and all that are in the utmost corner.
Yeah, Elam,
and all the kings of Arabia.
Yeah, all you Ishmaelites,
and all the kings of the mingled,
and all you born that are mingled with everybody else in mongrel nation. Go ahead and read.
And all the kings of Zimri.
Yeah.
And all the kings of Elam.
India. Go ahead and read.
All the kings of the Medes.
All you Russians. Gonna get y'all too.
All the kings of the north.
Yeah.
Far and near.
Far and near.
One with another. And all the kingdoms of the world.
Yeah.
Which are upon the face of the earth. And the king of Shishak.
The king of Shishak. Who is that? Go ahead and read.
Babylon.
That's right.
Shall drink after them.
Gonna drink after them too.
Yeah.
That's it?
Nah.
Go ahead. Read.
Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, drink ye and be drunken.
Yeah.
Fall and rise no more.
That's right.
Because the sword which I will send among you.
28, what do it say?
And it shall be if they refuse to take up the cup of thine hand to drink. Then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, you should
Oh, you still gonna drink in this cup. You finna get some of this. You gonna get the smoke.
You drinking today.
You drinking today. I ain't drinking. Yeah, you gonna drink. Yeah, you gonna drink. You gonna drink. We didn't want to be taken off shoulder. Yeah, you gonna. Where we at? Zechariah, we gonna skip that Zechariah. We gonna read that Isaiah 63, bro. 1 through 6.
Isaiah 63.
Yeah, Isaiah 63. Isaiah 63. Y'all write down Zechariah 2 verses 1 through 12.
Isaiah 63.
Isaiah 63, we're going to start at the verse 1, going to read verses 1 through 6, brother. What do it say?
Who is this that comes from Edom?
Mm-hmm.
With dried garments from bulls.
Yeah, he got dyed garments on. Come on.
That is, excuse me. This that is glorious in his pearl.
Yes, sir.
Travailing in greatness of his strength.
Mm-hmm.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Yes, sir.
Wherefore art thou red and thou art pearl.
He said, why is your clothes red, man? What's going on with that? Go ahead and read.
And thy garments like him that treaded in the wine fat.
Yeah.
I have trodden the wine press alone.
He said, man, I did this by myself. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and read.
And the people there was none with me.
And there ain't want nobody with me when I did this.
For I will tread them in my anger.
Yes, sir.
And trample them in my fear.
Yes, sir. You gonna drink of this cup. Go ahead and read.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my
That's
garments.
why his garment look like they died and they full of blood. Go ahead.
And I will stain all my ranks.
Yes, sir.
For the day of vengeance is in my heart. And the year of my redeem is come.
Yes, sir.
And I looked, and there was none to help.
Wasn't nobody around to help me do this here. I did this work myself. Yeah. Go ahead.
And I wondered that there was none to uphold.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, my own arm brought salvation unto me
so
in my fear.
That's salvation right there. That's Yeshua, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read.
It upheld me. And I will tread down the people in my anger.
I will tread down the people in my anger.
And make them drink in my fear.
Make them drunk in my fear.
And I will bring them down to strength to the earth.
Yes, sir. Let's go to the next and the last place. Let's go to Numbers 24. Let's go to number 24. Because, hey, man, even back then, but the Most High gonna tell you something at the end of this right here, bro. That Esau should have known. He should have stood down. He should have stood down with the Most High finna tell him. Numbers 24. We're gonna pick it up at the one, read 1 through 9. You hear me? Then we're gonna read 14 through 25, 14 through 24. Numbers 24, verse 1. When you get it, my brother, go ahead and read.
And when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not as at other times to seek the enchantments, but he set his face toward the wilderness.
Right.
But Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tents according to their tribes. And the spirit of Yah came upon him.
Now look at verse 3. Look what he's saying.
And he took upon his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor.
Now that son of Beor is an Edomite. So even back then, Edomite was still using enchantment and witchcraft trying to use against Israel. We read about that. But this joker Balaam, daddy was an Edomite, that make him Edomite. You can look that up when you go to the Concord. You think I'm lying, but read. Go ahead and read.
Beor have said, and the man whose eyes are open have said, he have said, which heard the words of Yah, which saw the vision of the Almighty.
That's right.
Falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. How goodly are thy tents, O Jacob.
How goodly are thy tents, O Jacob.
And thy tabernacles, O Israel. As the valleys are they spread forth, as gardens by the riverside.
Go ahead, brother.
As the trees of lean aloes, which the Lord have planted, and as cedar trees beside the water.
I'm talking about Israel, but go ahead and read.
He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters.
Hallelujah.
And his king shall be higher than Agag.
Now, his king gonna be higher than Agag, which we know that's another Edomitish king. Go ahead and read.
And his kingdom shall be exalted.
Talking about Yeshua, we read about that, but go ahead and read.
Y'all brought him forth out of Egypt. He have as it were the strength of an unicorn.
Yes, sir.
He shall eat up the nations.
He gonna eat up the nations.
His enemies, and shall break their bones.
Yes, sir.
And pierce them through with his arrow.
That's right.
He crouched.
Yes, sir.
He lay down as a lion.
Yeah, we know about that.
And as a great lion.
Yes, sir.
Who shall stir him up?
Who shall stir him up?
Blessed is he that blesses thee.
Yes, sir.
And cursed is he that curses
Skip
thee.
down to verse 14. What do it say, brother?
And now, behold, I go unto my people,
Mm-hmm.
and come therefore, and I will advise thee what these people shall do to the people in the later days.
In the what day?
In the later days.
In the later days. Go ahead and read.
And he took upon his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor,
the son of an Edomite, has seen.
And the man whose eyes are open have said,
He
has said, which heard the words of Yah, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him. But now, but not now.
But not right now.
I shall behold him, but not now. There shall come a star out of Jacob.
They're going to come a star out of Jacob. This is a prophecy about Yeshua. We'll go ahead and read.
And his scepter shall rise out of Israel.
Yes, sir.
And shall smite the corners of Moab.
You're going to smite the corners of Moab and what?
And destroy all the children of Sheth.
And what else?
And Edom shall be possessed.
Edom shall be a possession.
Sierra also shall be a possession.
Yes, sir. For his enemies.
And Israel shall do valiantly.
And we're going to do some killing ourselves. But go ahead and read.
Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth.
Yes, sir. That remaineth. And he going to be the one, like in that Isaiah 63. He going to destroy the ones that remain in that city. Go ahead and read.
And when he looked upon Amalek.
Listen to this.
And took up his parable.
What do you say, brother?
And said, Amalek was the first of all the nations.
And it was first before before Jacob. He had a kingdom before Jacob had a kingdom. But go ahead and read.
But his latter end shall be, he perish forever.
And we're going to read about that in the last verse. But go ahead and read.
And he looked upon the
Kenites.
And took up the parable and said, strong is the dwelling place, and thou puttest thy nest in a rock.
Oh, so they put their nest in a rock. Go ahead and read.
Nevertheless, the Kenites shall be wasted.
Until
Ashur shall carry them away captive.
Oh, okay then. Go ahead.
And he took up his parable and said, Alas, who shall live when Yah does
none of? Now look what Moses wrote. This was a prophecy that Moses wrote in this 24 and 24. Look what it say.
And ships shall come from the coast of Chittim.
And that's the plural verse. The plural version of the word, meaning Greece and Rome. Go ahead.
And shall afflict the shore. As shall afflict Abner.
Who is Hebrew? Those are the Hebrews. He telling you, man, this thing was going to happen, been predestinated. He said they're going to afflict Asher, meaning the Assyrian, meaning, and going to afflict Hebrew or the Hebrews, and go what?
And he shall also.
And he also going to what?
Perish forever.
And he going to perish forever. That's it on that.
Yeah.
Let's go to the last place, y'all. This is the last place. I know y'all like, woo. Hey, I had to show you, man, that, hey, the Most High ain't got no love for these jokers. And they ain't got nothing good coming. Let's go to second Ezra in the Apocrypha. And we ain't got but 2 verses of script. Because he said, man, that he going to show at the end of these days who going to rise and who going to fall. Second Ezra 6. Verses 8 and 9. What do it say, TJ?
He said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, Jacob and Esau were born. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
And what, brother?
For Esau is the end of the world.
And
Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
And Jacob is the beginning of that which follows.
Hallelujah.
In the end, we win.
That's right.
You red, hairy, you know what. So you can keep on doing what you're doing, but the end is looking for you, partner.
Yes, sir.
The end is come, and it's looking for you. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. Look, I got my brews in the building. Got the young lion, Water P, and Bro Rob. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, we salute you as always. Before we sign out, we're gonna do some shout out. Then after you got some announcements, bro.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna do some shout out, and then we're gonna do some announcements.
Okay.
Let me get my glass back on so I can shout out.
We'll shout them out.
Oh, you got it. You can do it.
I bet you got all of them on.
I got all of them on there. Okay, so we got my rib in there. She posted the description there. We got a Facebook user. I don't know who that is. Carnell Bates.
Shalom, Elder.
Shalom.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We got another Facebook user. We got Sister Tannis Davis in the building.
Shalom.
Got your rib in the building. I've been seeing her.
Yeah.
She been on there. Who else we got? We got Chiquita Davis in the building.
Shalom.
We got Charles Yah Israel. And please don't forget the Yah. Got a Facebook user. Mike, got brother Mike Welch on the feed too.
Bye.
Who else we got on there? Let's see. Corey Yehuda. What's going on, bro? We got Sister Natima in the building.
Shalom, sister.
We got let's see who else. I see them. Who else we got in there, bro? MS Bay, Sister Elaine is on there. Miss Bay. Who else? So I'm trying to get to y'all. Sister, I know I saw Sister T on there earlier.
Yeah, T was on.
Cortez is in the building. Song 777. All praises. That's all I got on that, bro.
Michael Parker's in the building.
Michael Parker and his son was in the building. He said,
yes, sir.
Michael Parker Jr. was in the building.
LJ was in the building.
LJ, what's going on? Yeah, Sister Linda Rick.
Yasharala Ben Israel.
So, yeah, I forgot about that, bro.
All about y'all's in the building. KW.
Okay. I can't scroll up no more, man.
Oh, yeah. So if we miss you.
If we missed y'all, please forgive us. We love all y'all. Appreciate all y'all tuning in as always.
As far as the feast, Pentecost, we changed the venue. We'll have it posted up this coming Friday. We just got to sign some papers for the hotel. You still be able to get the hotels for, I think she said $82 a night. Doesn't matter if it's a queen size or a double. I think she told me, I'm trying to get it right. She said if you need a bigger room, they are under that too. Depends on how many people trying to come. So we're looking at $82 a night for the room. The hotel is approximately about 5 minutes driving time from the venue.
Right.
We canceled the one. Well, the state park canceled it out because of the Corona deal. But we was able to get another venue. We still would have outdoors activities and everything. So I'll pray for the Most High on that. So this coming, if it's the Most High will, this coming Friday night, we'll have the venue, everything. You'll be able to go in and book your rooms because she blocked out so many rooms, so they're not going to be taken. So you'll be able to go and book your room, and we'll give you a code. We're going to set up a code. So when you call the hotel, they might give you one price, but she said they're going to make all the adjustments on that end. $82 a night. And it's a brand new hotel. And they do have breakfast. It's a little continental breakfast.
Yep.
And they also Kroger sitting right out front.
Kroger's in that
restaurants out there.
Sure is.
So, and then of course we're gonna be doing some Sabbath that morning, meet and greet that morning.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little quick. The class usually starts around 11. We plan on doing getting together around 10. Is that right, brother?
Yes, sir.
10 and doing an early morning meet and greet.
Right. We have bring some food, right?
We're gonna bring some food.
We're
gonna bring some food and gonna do a little early morning meet and greet before the lesson. And then we're gonna do the Pentecost lesson next Shabbat day.
Right.
And then that way, when we get together in fellowship, it's gonna be all fellowship and rejoicing before our power.
Right.
Yep.
So with that being said, that's all I have.
Okay, on the t-shirts, dude hit me up. We cannot get the baseball jerseys. We cannot get them in the gold. They're only going to be in the white. So let me move this. If you can imagine the baseball jersey with this logo on it, white baseball jersey with this logo on it, it's $35. All right. So you can get this shirt in gold, the old gold. You can get it in this purple that I'm wearing, or the white that Brother Wardy's wearing. The t-shirts are $15. Now the sisters, you can get them with the female cut on them. We know these shirts that last year, he didn't let us know about it. But anyway, the shirts are just all cut for males. But he does have the shirts, white, gold, or purple with the female cut. So you can get the female cut on them shirts. But he does not have the gold baseball jersey. He can only do the white baseball jersey. Okay. So if you want the jersey, it's $35. If you want the shirt, it's $15. We need to get all orders in by this Friday. If you want a shirt or a jersey, we need your money by Friday coming up. All right? Because so that way we can get the money to him. He can make them. We can get them back in time for Pentecost. So if you want a shirt or jersey, contact us via the email, order McKells there. You can hit one of us up on the phone or something. But when you put your order in, you hear me? You need to have your money because you ain't got your money when you put no order in. It's just simple and plain. So if you want one, drop that cheese off. Then we'll get you.
For those who are out of town, you can send it through PayPal or Cash App.
Okay, you want the jersey, white jump?
You can send it through PayPal or Cash App. Make sure that you email us. We have the. Can we stroll that email at the bottom? Go to the
I got
banner over there.
Mm-hmm.
I got my glasses. No, I can't see.
Yeah.
So we'll put that.
This the one.
Go up.
This
that one right there. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So email us to that address there and give us your shirt size.
Hey, please specify your shirt size. Please specify the color, and please specify the cut for the sisters. Because I don't want you to get your shirt with it ain't like. No, I want the color, the shirt size, and the cut. You understand? So we can go and get these things ordered and get them back in time for the Pentecost. All right? Anything else, brothers? Any brothers got anything else to say as we close out? All right. Well, family, we love y'all. Continue to pray for us as we pray for y'all. And we hope that you guys like, subscribe, share this message as we want you to do all the lessons. And keep us in your prayers, and we'll holler at y'all on the other side. Shalom.
Shalom. I want what's the 3X? But jersey. This is jersey. Yeah. I need to write it down. For work.
Somebody asked, was it extra cost for larger size is 2X and up? I don't think it is, but I asked them. It is. We'll get back with y'all on that. But mine was $15, and I got 3X on this. So, but I'll make sure I ask that family. But thank you for that comment. Good looking out.